Good morning. Welcome, welcome. If you can see me, hello, welcome, welcome, welcome. My name's Liz, this is Guided by Angels, and this is a live Q&A with me today on this. There we go, I'm live, let me turn the sound down there. On this fabulous Friday, I'm sending everyone lots and lots of love and hugs and kisses, and have a wonderful weekend. If you are watching this back later with me as a replay, welcome. Just click anywhere during the replay and you'll receive an answer in the moment, something you need to know. If you're watching this with me live, hello, welcome on. Thank you for being here, honey, first in there. Just pop your question in the chat for me. You can ask me about love, career, money, health, anything. Hey, City Gat, welcome, honey. Hey, Cece, welcome. Tara's in the house as well. Getting lots of saliva in the mouth when I'm connecting with everyone, which is desire, as you know, longing, wanting each other, also giving me eye issues just before I came live in both eyes. So this is about looking at things very clearly. I feel it's also about processing what's going on. So there could have been some stomach issues. We connected with that yesterday. Lots of other things. Okay, so welcome. Thank you for being here, everyone. Got Cece in the house. Good morning, honey. Let's start with Cece says messages from Jake, okay? I can see you donating, okay? Because obviously I'm not missing anyone out. I just saw your question. You're the first question in before Tara there. So I'm going to do that question, okay? So a love message and what's up with Jake. Why would you think anything's necessarily up with him? Unless you're just saying, what's going on with him? What's up? When you say what's up, it's like assuming there's something wrong with him, okay? So what he's saying to you is, you are my true love. So he's thinking about you with love in his heart today. Okay, so he's probably had a dream about you, or you've been on his mind. So he is thinking about you with love, okay? And yeah, he's being guided back to you. He feels like there's so much hope. There's speed here as well. So there's spontaneous moves coming in. So you may be picking up on this. Okay, because you're obviously saying what's up with him. So you may feel or sense something's going on. So I feel he's planning on taking spontaneous action. Okay, there could be a move coming in you're not expecting. It's like he's playing chess and he plays a move, okay? So I feel that he's been guided back to you because you're his true love. He's dreaming about you. There's hope here. So this is your sign to shine bright. So I feel he wants to talk, okay? Or he wants to come in and do something. But he's thinking about you today, and he is thinking about taking action. Now, it isn't definitely there, like, in this moment today, because it could happen at any time, because it's spontaneous, okay? The Knight of Swords is that, like, just be ready for whatever comes. So I definitely feel that he's been guided to you. He's going to do something at some point, but he is thinking about you today. So I don't necessarily feel there's anything up with him. Okay, let me just see what else is going on with him. What deck shall I bring in for this? Let's bring in this deck, okay? He said, I want to make sweet love to you. So you're definitely on his mind. He's thinking about you in a very romantic, sensual, sexy way. So I feel he's had a dream about you. Okay, and it's making him want to do something. That's what's going on with him. So I don't necessarily feel there's anything up with him. Okay, we just get one more card just to see what energy he's in. So he's thinking about you romantically, wanting you. Okay, what else? Yeah, he may be thinking about, can he give equally to you? He could be busy with work, other stuff going on. So he may have a lot going on around him, and that may be holding him back, okay? Because he may be thinking, well, I want to rush in and talk, or I want to rush in and speak to you about things, or move forward, but can I actually make it work at this time? So that will be like the procrastination that's going on. I hope that helps, okay? Tara, thank you for your donation, honey. Hi on song and message from IDM. It's a beautiful day. The sun's shining here, and it looks nice out there today. So I think the wind's dropped a little bit. So what song is coming through for you today from your twin? Mr. Sandman, look, I'm dreaming of you. So there's a collective message coming through here straight away because I connected with it with CC's as well. There's dreams taking place. So he's saying, I'm dreaming about you. Mr. Sandman, send me a dream. You know, that song. So that's the song. He's dreaming about you. Okay, so what's he dreaming about? What's he been dreaming about? So it's very likely the last time he was sleeping, he dreamt of you. And he dreamt that you bought a house together. So it was connected to a house. So this could be living together, moving into a house, or being in a house. Or he perhaps actually saw money passing over about a house. And I feel that's his dream, you know, to live with you and even to buy a house with you. So that's what he's thinking about. What else is going on with him? Yeah, he wants to be your only lover. So there could have been a dream as well about a little bit of fear there coming in about you moving on. And if there's a karmic situation, he will leave that, okay? Because he said, I will leave the karmic. Okay, and this could even be like moving away from his house where he is and moving in with you. So he's going to leave that situation. He wants to be your only lover. And he also knows for that to happen, he has to be available for you too. So whatever the karmic situation is, if there is one or anything he's outgrown, whatever it is, because remember, karmic can be a person or it can be a situation, he's going to leave that behind to buy a house with you. So I feel that's like a preview of what's coming. So don't be surprised if you have that similar dream. Anything else? You've got spending time together, celebration. So this is coming back together. Okay, 3 of Cups is about reunion. You're going to celebrate. This could even be about that house move, if that's something that you've been manifesting or thinking about or wanting him to come to you. So I feel that's what you need to be aware of. In the future, you're going to buy a house together. I hope that helps, okay? Or you're going to be in a position to do that at some point. And Joanne, thank you for the donation, honey. Hyla's any message from DM today, his current feelings. So what's going on with him today? What's going on with him today? He's saying to you, again, I will leave the karmic, whatever it is. Now, remember, a karmic isn't always a person. Okay, it can be whatever is in the way, whatever the blocks are, whatever the delay is. You know, whatever he seems to be dealing with or struggling with that stands between you and him, okay? And obviously, you've got your own stuff going on too. So whatever that is, he's going to leave that behind. So very clear messages coming through. They know what they're doing here. And in the next upcoming readings I've got on the channel as well, you know, over the weekends, there's a lot of karmic energies and karmic shifts taking place. A lot of realizing going on. Yeah, he wants to have a new relationship and he wants that with you. To have that, though, it means him being vulnerable. Okay, and that's what he's struggling with. So he needs to open up emotionally to you, to tell you what he wants, to open up about his feelings. And I feel that's what's coming in. So I feel he's going to communicate to you that he wants a relationship with you when the time is right. Now, this could happen between now and June, okay? So he wants to open up to you. What else is going on? Let's bring one of these in. What else? Okay, acceptance. And I feel this is what your lesson is, that you're accepting things. But I feel he's accepting that the feelings he has for you are never going to go away. So he's got to address that. You know, he wants a relationship with you. You may feel excited. You may be getting little feelings in your tingles in your crown chakra and your solar plexus because he can't get enough of you. And he said, I may deny it, I may not show it, but I am still in love with you. So there could be some denying or delaying around May. So it says I'm May. So I feel May could still be a little bit stuck. And then I feel there's going to be movement in June. And underneath it all, I'm just a person who wants true love in their life. So he does want true love. And he knows that's with you. He wants like a relationship. He wants the right things. I hope that helps, okay? So we did CC's first question. Then CC donated and said, guidance on the legal dispute. Oh, my chat just jumped up. Hang on a minute. Guidance on the legal dispute, finances and moving. I was fine till I woke up in the middle of the night and could sleep. Okay. So in other words, you went into some kind of stress or anxiety. So breathe through it when that comes up. So what does Archangel Jeremiah want you to know? So Jeremiah is saying to you, make good choices. That's all you need to do. Okay. Do the right thing and always follow your heart. As long as you're making good choices, thinking, is this a good choice for me? Okay, think that to yourself. Is this going to serve me and my well-being? Is this right for me? And then you'll make the right decisions, okay? And you'll do the right thing. Because sometimes you can perhaps do things for other people or because something feels like it should be that way. But the angels say, no, do things for yourself, okay? Whatever feels right for you. What else? And you've got to think. And that's the thing. Think before you act. Do things from the heart. Think. So really, I feel Archangel Ariel is saying with finances, think before you do something. If you can't afford it in that moment, you probably don't really need it at that moment. So this could be about making wise choices as well as good choices in finances, okay? And it's about work as well, you know, doing things that serve you. It says you no longer need to have an alarm clock. Okay, trust Archangel Metatron to wake you up naturally every day. You'll be amazed at how beautifully this happens. So you may be on a clock. You may be too much like controlled too much by time, whether it's about this is going to happen by this time or this needs to happen by this date, or so let go of the timings of everything. Remember, timing is man-made. If we didn't have a time, like a clock, and obviously I know we need that for work purposes and all of that, and for scheduling and routine, as humans we like that, but you know, if we didn't have time, we'd be going off the moon and the sun, you know, we'd be going off the light and the dark, wouldn't we? You wouldn't even know what time things are. So I feel let go of the need for things to happen in a certain way or at a certain time, and just allow things to unfold naturally instead. That's the message. I hope that helps, okay? Catty, thank you for the donation, honey. Hi, Liz, what do the angels want me to know right now? Obviously, you've said spirit, but I connect with the angels. So what do the angels want you to know right now, or your spirit guides? What do you need to know? Gone back in. What's the message? Send love. Okay, and this may be what you're struggling with, because I feel like someone wants to reach out to you. So this could be a twin, okay, or the person on your mind wants to reach out to you, but they may not be able to, okay, for their own like reasons, like maybe fear, like I'm afraid to, I'm scared, or, you know, so I feel they're perhaps holding in their love at this current time, but they want to send you love. So I feel the verse messages that your angels want you to know that someone is thinking about you and wanting to send a message to you that's very love-based, but they're stopping themselves at this current time, okay? So that is definitely on their mind. And I feel you can send them love in the 5D. You know, this could even be if you've been perhaps thinking about sending a message and then you've been stopping yourself. So I feel it's like you're both restraining yourself from communicating, but you can send love in the 5D. But I'm getting this more about the person on your mind, okay, is holding themselves back, okay, and they want to communicate. So thinking about you with love. What else do your angels want you to know? Yeah, it's a burden, and you may be carrying around a bit of burden as well. So you could be feeling that burden. Maybe you're feeling struggles. You could be going through something, and you obviously this could be picking up on their burden or their struggle. But I feel you just need to let go and give it to God, okay? And that's probably what you're doing already. So release your stress, and that will give you burdens to heaven in exchange for peace. Well, let's bring in a message from Archangel Honiel with that burden card coming through. And that could be a big sign as well that your masculine may be having a lot of burdens. And that could also be stopping them from reaching out as well. Couldn't sleep last night, but there you go. So clearly you're thinking of each other. Yeah, look at this. You've got surrender. Give it all to God. Just let it go. That's your guidance at this current time. So let me just see what's going on with your twin, with you connecting with his energy and with him coming through here. So what does he want you to know? So he's clearly burdened. Yeah, he's manifesting a future with you. That means he's thinking about you and you're on his mind, okay? So that's manifesting. And that's the thing with the masculines, you know, sometimes like, oh, why has all this chaos come into my life? And it's because they're manifesting it, because they're manifesting a change, a shift. They're thinking about the feminine. So obviously anything they're dealing with starts changing, and then they're like, oh, I don't like chaos, I don't like change. But it's all divinely meant to be. Let's just get one more card. Yeah, desire. There's the desire. And he's thinking about you with appreciation, okay? And you feel ready for love. You feel ready for this love, okay? And he does appreciate you. So what you're feeling at this current time is Kundalini. I hope that helps, okay? City Gat, thank you for using your milestone, honey, and being the first one in as well. Grateful for a message from DM and an update on his actions towards me. So what does he want you to know at this point? He's saying to you, I ain't wearing a mask. So whatever mask he's wearing in his life, he doesn't like it, he's fed up, he's sick of it. You know, it's probably making him feel sick. So he's saying, I don't want to wear this mask anymore. There's going to be fear. Yeah, a lot of fear around that. He doesn't like being back and forth. He doesn't like being sneaky. And he feels magnetically pulled to you, and he knows that you know your own worth. So it's very likely you've been working on setting boundaries or knowing your own value, knowing who you are, knowing what you deserve, and that's making him even more attracted to you, okay? And yeah, he's got passion for you. Follow your heart. He wants to come towards you. So you may be feeling a lot of magnetic pull. You may feel him all up in your energy. You may feel, you know, just his energy around you in a very like heated way. So a lot of heat or Kundalini. Everything about you excites me. So a lot of passion here. So I feel he is getting excited when he's thinking about you. Use your imagination. And he's kind of going around the motions. You know, he's like, I keep soldiering on every day. So soldiering on is like it's hard work to just get on with his life. He finds that very hard, okay? He's saying, I have a vision, a beautiful vision of a life with you, and I'm working towards that. So I feel what he's saying is, I am going to work towards this life with you, or he is working towards that with you now, but he feels like it's a struggle just to get through the day. So he knows that something needs to shift or change. And he's saying, I wish we could just go away together right now. That's moving on top of the deck. So it's like he wishes he could just disappear and escape with you somewhere and just forget all these problems. So everything that's meant for you will be for you, okay? You're meant to be, have faith. That's your guidance from your angels. And you're being protected at this current time from conflict and drama. So he could have some conflict and drama in his life that you're actually being protected from. Okay, which means see any silence or separation or distance as a blessing in disguise. Focus on finding peace in the here and now, and stay away from anything or anyone that dims your light or threatens your peace. So if he's around you right now, he could be dimming your light, threatening your peace, okay? So he is thinking about you, but he's got to take that mask off. So I feel his next action is to take that mask off. So it's not like there's any direct action to you at this current time, because he's more working on healing that part of himself he's hiding, okay? But I feel there is a shift between March just gone and July. So I feel that May also could be a bit more, not necessarily silent, because he could communicate. It could be spontaneous coming in. But I feel he's still wearing that mask. Again, I've got this shift coming in around June, July, the Cancer season. I hope that helps, okay? So patience is key. And thank you for using it and for donating, honey. There you are. You were first in as well, honey. So Anne says, where are you? There you are. So may I get a message from Frank to me, and may I also ask to use some of your karmic cards used in your karmic reading this week about him and the new karmic. So what's going on with him and the karmic person? So I think you mean my karmic tarot, okay? So what's going on in his karmic situation? Straight out, there's no real attraction to each other. Okay, so there's no real, it doesn't matter how pretty you think she is, or there's no real attraction there, okay? So, and he has this longing to be desired. So at this current time, the reason he's with her is because when he left his marriage, okay, he felt undesirable and he felt old, okay? And he couldn't just come straight to you because obviously you're vibrant and youthful. Does that make sense? So he had a lack of self-confidence, and it's very likely what happened was she was giving him attention and he felt flattered, or it boosted his ego, or it made him feel desired, and that's why he got into that. Okay, so that's what I'm picking up on. Okay, because the Queen of Wands obviously is, this deck is channeled a bit different, okay, because you perhaps pick up the Queen of Wands and think, oh, he's really attracted to her, but this is a karmic deck. Okay, that's why the messages are the way they are on the deck, okay? So there's no real attraction to each other. It was more like something he got into at the time because he needed that boost of self-confidence. That's what's going on there, okay? Now he probably feels like he's struggling to get out of that. So you've got the World. So a new phase is coming in. He's preparing to end a past cycle, preparing to leave that behind to embrace a new chapter with you. And he will tell you how he feels. Well, he's already kind of told you how he feels, even though it was perhaps short-lived. When he told you he was dreaming of you and that. So he will tell you what's been going on with him when the time is right. So I feel he's currently working out what to do. Anything else we've got going on? Anything else? Okay. Yeah, it's blocked at this current time. So again, it may feel stuck to you, and he may feel stuck in there at this current time because there's meant to be delays. So there's delays. You've got the Two of Swords and the Hanged Man, both delayed cards. So there's a delay that's creating the way. So you have to have faith in that, okay? So what does he want to say to you directly? What does he want to say? You were so beautiful, wonderful, and perfect for me in every way. So don't doubt yourself or your looks or the way you are as a person, or don't compare yourself to this karmic partner. There's no need to do that, even though it's like our human side that does that, because there's no comparison, okay? With her, it was more someone who assisted him when he needed it the most, okay? And I'm not justifying him being with someone else. What I'm saying is he needed to become a new version of himself, and she helped him to do that. Remember, she's a catalyst to change. Okay, and you might be thinking, well, why couldn't he have that with me? Why? But it doesn't work the same way. Okay, that's why you're healing your own stuff, okay? So what's the message for you at this time? You've got be confident in who you are. This is exactly what I've just said, okay? There's no need to compare yourself because in his eyes, you are beautiful, wonderful, and perfect in every way. So the message is be confident in who you are and what you're doing. You are flying high at this time. Okay, and you may not feel like that all the time, but it's very likely things are going right for you in some ways in your life. And he sees that and he sees you growing up in that way, and that inspires him to grow up and level up. I hope that helps, okay? And that's, again, energy between now and June. A lot of June coming up when I'm picking up on things, okay? Catty, thank you for the donation, honey. Also, message from my DM, thank you, okay? So what does your DM... Well, obviously, he's thinking about you. So what's going on with your DM at this current time? He's saying to you, I miss all the little things and everything else about you. So that's what he's thinking about, okay? So the little things. Perhaps the little things you used to do or say, and he's saying life is not the same without you. So he's feeling a real void without you. You know, he's feeling in pain without you. So what else does he want you to know? He feels trapped in a karmic cycle and he's at crossroads. So obviously he's saying, I'll leave that karmic, whatever that is, okay? Or he'll deal with that or whatever it is he's doing. But he's at a crossroads, so he's currently working out what to do next. So he's in limbo. But he's planning, okay? But he feels trapped in something he knows he's got to release, okay? And I feel like he's been at a crossroads since February, okay? And you've been probably feeling that way. What else is going on with him? Yeah, this could be family related. So if there isn't directly a karmic partner or anything like that, there's a family around him that he's dealing with. Or it could be he's got a family. But it's family orientated, what he's trapped in. And he also feels like he's been here before. So I feel this message is about like he knows that you've had lives together before. But I feel it's like something to do with his family he's done before as well. So there could be a repeating cycle. He's a karmic part. Yeah, so I feel like there's some kind of repeated cycle. Like he's saying, I've been here before, which means he knows that he's been on Earth before. And he's very likely he's been with you. So he feels all that past life energy around you and him. But I'm picking up on this is more like something going on with his family. He feels like he's been through it before, or he's been here before. And he feels like I've been here before, it's not going to change. So I feel he feels it's routine and repeating, and it's making him stressed out, okay? So let me just see what's going on with his karmic cycle. So I'm going in there. I've already got the deck out, haven't I? Here we go. So what's going on in his karmic cycle? Yeah, he's having nightmares, insomnia, sleepless nights, lucid dreams, restless. It's all coming up at night, okay? So it's very likely you're feeling this at night. So stress is causing havoc with his sleep. So he's not sleeping very well. And when he is sleeping, he's going into intense dreams about everything. So he's got to work through it. It's like he's going through a bit of a dark night of the soul at this current time, and you're going to feel it. So what's his next action towards you? Well, obviously he wants union. I mean, that's his next action, to work towards union. But they're not really giving me much more than that because he's got to work through it himself. So I feel you're being guided to be patient. So I just want to bring in a message for you. What's the guidance for you with him? Yeah, temperance, patience, which is what I've just said. So be patient and loving and kind to yourself at this time. Compassion is the key. Call on your angels. And because it's in reverse, that can mean frustration and impatience. And you could be picking up on that from him. Okay, so I feel there's going to be a shift between now and October. I hope that helps, okay? Emily, thank you for the donation. Hi, Liz, the message from Dee. Also, I wondered if our co-workers can sense that we like each other or that Dee likes me. Other people will be able to feel it, okay, and sense it, because when you are in the same room together, it's electric, okay? So, yes, they'll feel something. So, look, he will reach out to you, page of love. So, he's definitely going to communicate or send a message, or there's going to be some kind of interaction, whether this is at work or through a message. I feel you know, because you're going to sense it. But he is going to reach out. So, this is also reminding you of that. You know, if you're waiting for contact or you're wondering if he's going to do something, he will when the time is right. So, he is intending that. What's your guidance? What's your guidance? You've got the Ace of Hearts. You deserve love. And I feel this is what you are working on at this moment, raising your vibration, working on your own value, your own self-worth. It says work on the relationship with you and God, and the rest will follow. And that's the quickest way to alignment, okay? And you've got don't get involved in drama and conflict. So yes, people could be gossiping, or there could be gossip about like you and him, or they may just be gossip in general. You know, it's like your co-workers could just gossip. Don't get involved in it. There's no need to. And you don't need to worry anyway. It doesn't matter what people think anyway, you know, because it's what you think and that's what matters. So it doesn't really matter whether they think that you are fancying each other or not, you know, it doesn't matter really. Don't let anything that they are doing affect you or dim your light or pull you off your, you know, pull you out of your high vibration. So it just says don't get involved in drama. So I feel that there could be some drama around your co-workers because they may just naturally gossip or talk about things when they're working or whatever. Don't get involved in it because it doesn't matter anyway. I hope that helps, okay? And Joanne, thank you for the donation. How is his current feelings with Babika going? So who is Babika to him? Who is Babika? Is this a karmic partner, or you've got the lovers there, so there could be a choice. Okay, so I'm not seeing this as passion, I'm seeing this as a choice. So there's a choice coming up with Babika. So if Babika is like a love interest or a friend, like as in someone who you're perhaps seen as competition in some way, there's a choice there. There's a choice, okay? So I'm seeing there as a choice in love. And I feel like, we've got walking away. So it feels like he's going to walk away from Babika, or there's going to be a movement or a shift there. Give me fear. And we got father healing. So I don't know if Babika is connected with the family in some way, or the father is in control of this in some way. So I don't know if his father's had an influence on him in some way. Whether his father is down here or up there, his father could be influencing something, but he wants to build security. So I feel what's really going on is he's thinking about where he wants to build his life. Okay? And if he's currently got that going on with Babika, then he's saying goodbye to that. So I feel he's going to say goodbye to anything that he feels isn't serving him. And obviously, if he wants a future with you, then he's got to make a choice if he's with someone else or if he's spending time with someone else. But I feel there could be father in this, involved in this somehow. Obviously, father healing can be about him wanting children or, you know, wanting to be a better version of himself, because the Emperor's obviously the masculine energy. But I'm picking up on this could be connected with family in some way. And he's going to say goodbye. So I feel whatever's going on with Babika, don't worry, because he's going to say goodbye to that, because there is a choice there. So he's thinking about what he wants in his future, who really turns him on or really touches his buttons, and obviously that's you, and he's making a choice. So I'm not saying there isn't attraction there at all. What I'm saying is he is thinking about a choice that's going to serve him better in the long run. And that's what he wants. He wants to build security in his life. He wants a relationship. He wants to perhaps have kids, or he wants to move towards something stable. And that's why he's going to walk away from anything else. So I feel ultimately whatever's going on with Babika is going to walk away from her or that situation. I hope that helps, okay? Kat, thank you for the donation. I hope you're having a wonderful start to your trip as well. Hi Liz, we're on the train. I'm calm, peaceful. Can I please have a card regarding Essie's feelings for me? So what do you need to know? What do you need to know? I love that picture you sent me this morning as well. So the message coming through is creating a life together, home and family. So how he's feeling about you is that he could be in union with you, or a relationship, because obviously the masculines don't see it as union. They see it as being with you. So he's thinking about you in a very loving way today, 10 of Cups. So it's very likely as well he is aware that you're going to be there, and he's thinking about that. So creating a life together, he's thinking what that would be like. So he's definitely wanting that with you. So what else? And you know, you could just be in that energy yourself today where you're feeling good, and yeah, he wants to be your only lover. And I feel things do go through his mind, like, oh, you're spending time with anybody else? Is there anyone else around you, and all of that? So, and he doesn't want you with anyone else. So I do feel there's some jealousy there. So he does think about that, even though he perhaps tries not to. And you're guided to be patient and loving at this time. Be kind to yourself. Compassion is the key. Call on your angels. So remember, do you as well. So obviously you're thinking about him, but it's also about you focusing on yourself this weekend and doing you, and that will put you into your power. And you may learn something new over this weekend as well, because this could be testing the water. You know, if you test the water and perhaps say, I'm here, then you're going to learn something new. And that could be either he wants you, either how he feels, or you could learn something new about the situation. So I feel that testing the water is important. And I feel that's you perhaps dropping him that line you were talking about. So I feel that's definitely you putting the foot in the water there, saying I'm here or whatever you say, and then leave it up to him then. But you're going to learn something new about yourself, about the way you've evolved, about him. So I feel you're definitely going to learn something on this trip. I hope that helps, okay? Janie, great to see you, honey. Thank you for the donation. Good morning, Liz. Messages from Wes. Interestingly, I saw a vehicle license plate with Wes. Well, what that is, that's obviously the universe showing you that you're coming into alignment, okay? And that you're on his mind too. Meaning of this, it means that the universe is setting something up. Okay, it's like sometimes I watch something and my masculine's name is in that constantly. Or all of a sudden, some of the episodes I'm watching, the person in the credits has got that name, or, you know, or you see it everywhere. And it's because something's about to happen. And it also means that you're on the same vibrational frequency, which means you're thinking about each other. You're manifesting each other. You know, it's like if suddenly you stop seeing signs, it either means you're really confident in the connection, or it means it's not the right time, okay? So you have to trust what you're being shown as well. But the fact that you're seeing his name there is such a huge sign of alignment. So it's a sign something's coming, okay? And RG's feelings and actions towards me. So what does Wes want you to know? So he's saying to you, I'll leave the karmic. Now, what I'm feeling with this is, it's about the cycle. Because obviously it's still a cycle he's dealing with because he's still releasing that situation. And he's saying, my intuition is guiding me to you. So I definitely feel that that's why you've seen that license plate, because he's being guided to you. And he wants you to know he will leave behind the past, okay? That's more like, I'll leave behind the past. I am leaving the past behind. That's what I'm feeling there. And that could also be a sign about RG, that he's going to leave his karmic partner, because we got walking away. But I'm connecting with Wes at this moment, okay? Because he's walking away from that. So it's the same card, okay? Same card coming up, okay? In both decks here, the Eight of Cups. He's going to walk away from the things holding him back, okay? That's what you need to know. So he is doing what he needs to do. That's the first message. What do you need to know about Wes? There it is. You are stronger than you think you are. You can handle this. So sometimes you might feel like, I can't deal with this. You know, or you may get a bit impatient, but you are strong enough to handle it, and he knows that you are. So when he's thinking about you, okay, what's he thinking? It was you, it is you, it's always been you, and I would love for us to get together and talk. There you are. So this is why you've seen his name, because this is what's aligning. I would love for us to get together and talk. That's what his next intention is. He wants to meet up with you, and he's saying it was always you. So he's known it, and this is something he's also working through, and that's why he felt guilty. You know, so any timeline on this, because obviously it's aligning now. Any timeline for this talk? Well, he's still learning. So there's a communication coming in, but he's still learning. And he's definitely missing you, and he does feel you have a soul bond. So this is my twin flame card in this deck as a reader, you know. That's the twin flame card. So he definitely feels he's drawn to you, he's meant to be with you, his intuition is pulling him to you, and he's missing you at this time, okay? He is still learning, though. So again, I can't give you a when, because it's going to be spontaneous, but it is aligning, especially with you seeing that license plate, which is really powerful. So just keep doing you. And then with RG, let's see what's going on in his situation. So we've got, yeah, this is the thing. Right now in that relationship he's in, there's no passion. You've got two cards that say the passion is dead. He's at a crossroads in that situation, and his heart is pointing out a new path, and that's towards you. Okay, because he's getting outside validation, feeling confident at work. He may be acting like everything is fine, you know, when in the surface there's loads going on because he's at crossroads. But I feel that it's like the passion is dead there. He doesn't want to really be with her, and he's getting outside validation. Well, obviously that's coming from you, but his ego is scared of change. So even though he's perhaps wanting to release that karmic cycle, there's still fear there. And we got the Nine of Swords in reverse. So I definitely feel like he's coming out the other side of something, because I feel he has been having sleepless nights and stress, and he's not now, or he's coming out of that. So I definitely feel he's sleeping better than he perhaps has slept for a while. Okay, and this could be because of your, you know, helping him to sleep better, because he could be dreaming about you a lot. So I feel that he's having lucid dreams about you as well, but he's working out what to do. And again, this energy is between now and June. So I don't feel any major changes with him in his karmic situation until at least June. Okay, if you're wondering if he's going to leave that but he is definitely at a crossroads thinking about what to do. And yeah, his ego, I mean, the thing is, he's afraid of letting go of his situation, but he knows that it's like he's not letting his ego control him. So I feel that he's a very strong-willed person. Like if he makes a decision, he follows through on it. I don't feel he's wishy-washy. I don't feel he's the kind of person who would think, I'm going to leave, and then he doesn't. And I'm not getting that from him at all, whereas the Laura masculines are like that, but obviously you're not connecting with him directly as your twin flame. It's like Wes is. That's why Wes is kind of taking so long. But I feel with RG, if he decides he's going to leave that marriage, he will. It'll be boom like that. So I feel that that's what he's coming to terms with, okay? And he's saying, I'm currently finding my true self and my freedom so I can come back to you. So I feel he's really heavily thinking about what to do about his karmic situation. And that may be causing a little bit of a delay between you and him because he may seem distracted, or perhaps you even think like he's not interested. But he is. But I feel like he's coming up with an idea like, right, I'm going to do this. So just let things unfold at this current time. You work on you, breathe, focus on you doing you, and then just let everything move into place. See it a bit like a game with the universe. Say, okay, what's going to happen next? It's exciting. The next instalment of the saga. I hope that helps, okay? Karina, thank you for your donation, honey. Great to see you. How is Mark? He is silent online. Feeling him strongly. Any message with him and any news about his karmic? So let's see what's going on in his karmic situation. Unstable foundation. Look at this. What looks solid on the outside is crumbling on the inside. So again, the passion is dead. You know that anyway. Okay. But it's unstable. So that karmic cycle is unstable. It looks solid. And that could be on social media or to people in the world, but it's crumbling, okay? And there's justice, there's a divorce card, there's the release card. So divorce, moving out, legal battles, custody battles, property disputes, ending a karmic cycle. So really he knows he needs to end that cycle. Now, you've got Libra season of significance as well. This is April. So in April, where we currently are, there's an unstable foundation. There is thinking of ending. And that could be why he's quiet online, okay? Perhaps he's trying to keep it all private. He's saying, there's so much hope with you. You light the way and guide me home. Okay, so he's feeling your light around him, which is beautiful. He's focused on you and only you and on doing it right. So the King of Power takes action, makes something happen. Is focused, is doing it the right way. And he's at a crossroads. There we go. I've got April to August as a crossroads for his karmic cycle. So what else does he want to say? Let's bring his deck in. So what does he want to say? Flying out. You see the real me. Flying out of the deck. You see the real me. So in other words, other people will see that foundation looking good and it all looks great. Everything's wonderful. But you see beyond that. You know what's really going on, okay? And he's saying, I have seen things that don't make sense. I've seen things that don't make sense. Now, this could be many things. So this could be, for example, a sign. And he's like, whoa, that doesn't make sense. Why is that happening? But when I channeled this, it's really strange because when I channeled this deck, and obviously I was connecting with him very heavily when I connected this deck, this is like in his industry. I've seen things that don't make sense. So things aren't really adding up to him there either. So I feel he's like going through a big awakening, a big realization about certain things. I'm going to bring the Love Truth book in as well. So what else does he want you to know? We need to start over with a new dynamic. Okay, so he wants to start over with you and he wants it to be a completely new dynamic between the two of you. But I feel that new dynamic is more about how he knows that you and him are connected in a higher way. Anything else you need to know? Anything else you need to know? You've got, your career and lifestyle is just as important as your love life. And I feel you know that anyway, that's what you're working on. It's not like you just sit around fantasizing about him all day. You've got a busy life. And you're saying, I know. So remember your identity outside of the dynamic. Now, isn't that interesting? We've got the word dynamic coming through twice. He's saying to you, whenever that was, anyway, it was like a new dynamic. And it says, your identity outside of the dynamic. Now, this could well be about him changing his life, okay? And having that new beginning. And it says, remember your identity outside the dynamic and step back into your power. So I feel he's really showing you here in this card, which is your energy, but he's showing you, I'm stepping back into my power to remember who I truly am outside of this identity that I've created for myself, that everyone sees, and it's crumbling down. That's what you need to know. I hope that helps. I'm just bringing a passion card in as well. Hey, Laura, welcome, honey. I'm letting fear control me and keep me where I am, but this life without you is not what I want. I desire having a life with you. And that's exactly what we've just said. I hope that helps, okay? Janie says, Liz, thank you so much. You read my mind and answer my inner thoughts about RG's Karmic. I just love your excitement to look at what the next installment in the saga is. I'm so glad it helps, honey. And I'm not sure if you saw it or not, but I answered your question in the Warriors yesterday. So you probably commented, I can't remember, but there is guidance there as well for you. Jay, thank you for the donation, honey. Message from Esty. So what does Esty want you to know? He's preparing to tell you some good news. So there could be a contact soon, or he could tell you something. So he's preparing to tell you something. Oh, thank you, Jane. Just, sometimes it all goes over my head, I've got a lot going on as well. So, but I'm glad it did. So, internal knowing. So, Esty has an internal knowing about how you, who you are to him, or how he feels about you and what he wants to do. And he's going to give you some good news. So, I feel this is more like how he's going to perhaps start a conversation with you or message you, or there's going to be some kind of interaction coming in. So, what's your guidance in this situation? What's your guidance? You've got, you are sexy and you must know it, okay? In other words, love yourself, trust yourself, and be yourself, because they are drawn to you magnetically when you know your own sex appeal and value yourself. So I feel there's a lot of attraction. They give me fear. Yeah, a lot of attraction as well, a lot of fear around this as well, because he does get a bit intimidated because there is all this passion. So I feel he's definitely magnetically drawn to you. He can't not, he can't stay away from you. He can't not come to you. So I feel he's going to, it could even be like a flirty message or something like that, but I feel he's going to interact with you soon. Let's get one more card. Anything else you need to know? I feel our connection strongly, and nothing and nobody can truly keep us away from each other. And that's what I'm feeling like. When you believe in yourself, it's so magnetic, you can't stay away. I hope that helps, okay? Priyanka, thank you for the donation. Use feelings for Priyanka, and how does he see me now? So, how does he see you now, and what's he feeling for you? I want to make sweet love to you. So, that's what he feels as desire there. He thinks about what it would be like to touch you and kiss you and be with you in that way. So, there's attraction. And he's saying nothing and no one can truly keep us away from each other. So, again, it's that magnetic pull. So, he can't stay away from you. What else does he want you to know? His feelings, and how does he see you? So he sees you as someone he wants to make love to, and he's thinking about the past. Okay, so he's thinking about past times you've shared together, or interactions you've had, or that's what he's thinking about. What else is he feeling and thinking? That you are otherworldly. I love that that's come out for you, because he sees you as completely different than anyone else he's ever met. Someone who's out of this world, otherworldly. That's like goddess energy. Look, temptress. There's that desire. He wants to make love to you. He sees you as a temptress, sexy, otherworldly, chemistry. There it is. Look, you can't write it, can you? There's the chemistry between the two of you. And he sees you as otherworldly and a temptress. It says, let me read you what it says, because I feel you'll enjoy hearing this, okay? So, embrace the quirkiness, the oddness, and the oddities that make you extraordinary. So he sees you as extraordinary. He sees you as quirky. And that you may be odd, which means you're different than everyone else, which is beautiful. It doesn't mean there's something wrong with you, okay? It says, love will find its way to the heart that beats to its own rhythm. A temptress is not just about seduction. It's about captivating hearts with intelligence, confidence, and mystery. So he sees you as confidence, mysterious, intelligence, someone who's captivated him with captivating beauty. I hope that helps, okay? We've got Samantha, thank you for the donation, honey. Just a message from Gabriel. So what does Gabriel want you to know? He's stressed and can't sleep, so you've maybe been picking up on that, and he will open up. I feel like he's planning how to open up to you, and it's stressing him out, because it makes him feel vulnerable and childlike, So he's kind of lying there at night thinking, how can I open up to you? What can I say to move this forward. So he's working that out at night. So a lot of sleepless nights going on. Okay, what else? So everything you are experiencing is for the greater good. Remember that. That's what you're being reminded from your angels, okay? Your soul is expanding and you are evolving. So be proud of your transformation and grateful for the lessons and the growth. So I feel what's really being said here for you is that everything you're going through is happening for a reason. It says don't reach out again. Let him reach out to you. Stay strong. And I'm sure you're doing that anyway. But maybe you've had like a wobble, or you've perhaps thought about messaging him, and it's that urgency coming in because he's working things out. So meditate, connect in the 5D and focus on you, your creative projects, and think about you more and let him come to you, which he is going to because he's thinking about it now. I hope that helps, okay? Tiffany, thank you for the donation, honey. What's my person's perception of how they think I view them? Also, any messages from my angelic team? So first, what's your message from your angels? Okay, what's your message from your angels to get the ball rolling? You've got the Lovers. When the time is right, nothing can stop you from being together because your union is destiny. Now, what I'm feeling is that your person's perception of how you think about them is that you know you're going to be together. So they know that you know somehow, some way you're going to be together and that you're destined to be. So what I'm really picking up on is your person knows you're going to be together. They may not know when or how, but they just know. Like they just know we're going to be together. They may not know how you're going to get to that route there, but they definitely feel it inside. So I feel that it's like a knowingness of we belong together, okay? And that's how they see you. They're going through a healing at this time. So he's going through a healing to be able to be in union with you, okay? And he's healing all the parts of himself that perhaps feel stuck or blocked or triggered as well. And he also sees you as someone that is there for him. So I feel he also knows that if he needs to seek you out for help, you'd be there, because we've got seeking help. So I feel like he knows that you're someone he can trust, rely on, and talk to. Now, he may not be talking to you or showing up yet, but he knows that you're there, and he also knows that you have outside help. So I'm connected with the way he sees you as someone who's very connected with the higher realms, or he sees you as very intuitive or someone who knows what they're doing, okay? And he views you as very strong and very confident and somebody who knows that you're meant to be, like you just know your truth. That's what I'm picking up on more than how he thinks you view him. It's more, he knows that you are strong in the way you are. And it's like he's very drawn to you because of that, okay? Anything else you need to know, okay? How does he think you view him? That you want to talk, okay? And that it's always been him. It's like what he sees is your person sees that you are strong in the way you see this connection. That's what I can't really word it any differently. Okay, because, and that you're perhaps waiting for something to happen or you want to talk about this. So he is also aware that he needs to do something or take some kind of action or open up a bit more about things. And he is saying, I would love for us to get together and talk because it was you then, it's you now, and it will always be you. And he knows that. But what I'm really picking up on is that you both know you're going to be together. You both know that's what you're destined to have in your lives. You may not know when or how, but it is coming. I hope that helps, okay? Laurie, thank you for the donation. Message from Orlando and the angels, feelings and next action. So what's going on with Orlando? He's saying, I'm working up to speaking my truth. So he wants to communicate. So he's working up to this, okay? To speaking his truth, which means he's still preparing. It means it's not happening at this current time, but it is coming. Because there's hope there. So the angels are asking you to trust the signs that you see because they are always guiding you back together and stay positive and hopeful. Okay, and that he's going to do something suddenly and you're going to sense it, so calm your mind. Because you could feel that sense of urgency and then you reach out, okay? Because you're feeling him around you, you're sensing him, his energy, you're probably dreaming of each other, you're hearing songs, all the signs. So keep the faith, okay? So if you perhaps feel like, oh my goodness, it's so urgent, breathe through it. Now, I'm not saying don't act on that. I can't say anything because I did that the other day. Okay, but I was confirmed because my masculine said, yes, he'd been dreaming about me and everything else. So you're feeling his energy around you at this current time, okay, and it's pushing you back together. Okay, so he is going to do something suddenly, and he's currently working up to it, okay? And the signs are keeping you strong. That's the message. So pay attention to the signs you see. I hope that helps. Priyanka, thank you for the donation. What's my client Umesh thinking about me today related to my work? So what's he thinking today related to your work? That he was destined to meet you, that you helping to move forward in his life. You know, that's what he's thinking about. That you are strong and you bring clarity out of him and that you are a strong person. So the way he sees you is very strong, resilient, dedicated. You know, you do what you're doing. It's that you asked me this the other day, and it's the same message. I don't feel like he's changed his opinion overnight about the way you are or the way you work. You know, he's very grateful that you are in his life and you're helping him with this. But he may be a hermit, like he may go deep within. He may not say these things. These are things he thinks about. So I feel he is a deep thinker. And something could even shift forward between now and July or during the Cancer season, because he could open up a bit more around this time. Or this could be when things start really moving forward with this business in some way, or, you know, whatever the work is, things could start taking off around Cancer season. You know, June, July could be significant to you. What else does he want you to know? Let's bring one of these in. How does he see you? We've got love lost. So he's also perhaps seeing you as someone that he doesn't want to lose. Okay? So I feel like there are feelings there or emotions there, but it's all at the moment in his head. So I'm seeing this as like he's actually perhaps connecting with you in the higher realms and you're picking up on that. So, you know, and he sees you as very sexy, a very sexy person. And I know you're not asking me about that directly, but he may have had some lusty thoughts about you, because I am seeing this with the cloud there as like thoughts, like it's in his head. So, and love lost is like he's perhaps thinking he doesn't want to lose you. I'm not seeing you as a love lost. I'm feeling like he's having these thoughts about you. Okay, but I feel regarding work, it's pretty much the same message that came out the other day. Let's get one more card. Anything else you need to know about this? You've got health and shielding. So it may also feel like you've got a shield up around that. So he may be worried about crossing boundaries. Okay, so I feel that as well. And he sees you as very healthy. And you perhaps make him feel healthier too. So, but I'm getting this, I don't feel like your shield, like this, repelling him or anything like that. But I feel he perhaps doesn't want to cross any boundaries. That's why there's all these fantasies going on. I hope that helps, okay? Simran, thank you for the donation, honey. What does Spirit want me to know about my career? So what do your angels want you to know about your career? Okay, because obviously I don't connect with Spirit, but, you know, you've got your Spirit guides. Manifest. You can manifest what you want. The world is your oyster. The world is in your hands, in the palm of your hands. Think about what you want and manifest it. So think, okay, am I enjoying my career? If not, what do I need to change? Perhaps put something on your vision board, get clear with the universe about what you want, and then manifest it. So you have the ability to manifest whatever it is you want. And you may already be manifesting a specific career or for things to change in a certain way. What else? Let me get the, there it is, Light of Justice cards. What else do you need to know about your career? Okay, there's your card, frozen. It may feel stuck. It may feel like something needs to change. Okay, so whenever it feels stuck and frozen, you can change through the power and art of manifestation. That's the message I need to give to you. Let me just get you another card. Anything else you need to know? Yeah, could be a new one coming in. Could be something new coming in. Could be around Cancer season again. I know I keep picking up on that, but you're probably thinking, Liz, you're repeating that, but it's what's coming through. There's big collective changes happening during June, July, okay? So this could be like a new job coming or something new, or you even feeling new about your career. So it's like a renewal. And this could be around the full moon, around June. Okay, so the full moon in June is the 29th of June. Okay, or the 31st of May to the 29th of June. Or it could even be like the 31st of May to the 29th of July. Something could be shifting around that timeline. But I definitely feel things are not what they seem at this current time. So you have to manifest what you want. I hope that helps, okay? And don't be afraid of making changes, the same as well. Priyanka, thank you for the donation. Why does Rahul message me after so many months? His feelings and how does he see me? So if he's messaged you after so many months, it's because you're on his mind and he clearly wants to talk about something. There's unfinished business. And I feel that he's conflicted in his mind about something. And this could be because you've pulled back, you're not perhaps messaging him, or you feel you've moved on, or whatever is going on there. He sees you as a very patient person. There's been some healing around this. And I feel not necessarily wants to bring drama in, but you may see this as drama. You may see this like, I don't want to go there because it may bring drama into my life, or it may bring drama into my mind, like chaos. So I don't know if there was drama around you and him before. I mean, obviously, you're not connected now, but it may be that you perhaps feel like, I don't want to go back to that. But I feel like that whatever the drama was between the two of you, there's been enough time has passed now for a healing to take place. And he sees you as perhaps not reaching out or not caring or being distant, and it's like triggered him a bit. So I feel he's triggered by your healing process. So how does he feel about you or see you? It was love at first sight for me when we got together. So he's probably been reminiscing about the past and the way things used to be, okay? And I will always remember the day we met with warmth in my heart. So he's been thinking about when you first met. And obviously, when there's been some time that's passed, any struggle kind of goes into the back of the mind, okay? And then we look at the connection a bit differently. So I feel that there's been a healing, and now he's been thinking about you in a more healed way. And that's why he wants to come forward to you. So I do feel there's still feelings there from his perspective. But again, it doesn't mean you've necessarily got those feelings, and certainly doesn't mean you should rush into anything or jump into anything. So what does he want? Give me fear. Oh, he definitely wants to release some fear. He has desire for you. He has desire for you there, Luke. Okay? Oh, there's fear around this, though, because he may still be stuck in something, or there could be some self-made prison he's in. And this could even be the fact that you perhaps feel like, I'm not going to get dragged back into that, or I don't want to go back into that, or whatever that is. So there could still be something he's not necessarily hiding from you, but there could still be some stuck energy around this. So he perhaps wouldn't be completely free to be with you in some way, even if that self-made prison is just his fear. But he is desiring you. There is intimate desire there. I hope that helps again. He may come in and talk about work or something like that to kind of start the conversation off. But, behind it, there's like desire. I hope that helps, okay? JL, thank you for the donation. Morning, Liz. It's Agnes's birthday today. What is she feeling for me today? So big happy birthday to her. So how is she holding things in? What's that card? Yeah, she wants to take action. They're preparing to make a big, bold move, but again, it went back in the deck, you see, so it didn't come out. So I feel like she's wanted to message you or reach out to you and then held herself back. So I feel she's currently holding herself back, okay, from, saying like she wants to talk to you on a birthday. You're the one she wants to spend time with. What else? There's always a reason. There's upheaval going on, and she's finding her own independence. So I feel whatever she's got going on today, she feels independent. She may be spending time, even if she's around other people, she feels independent today. So I feel she's spending time doing her own thing. Or she feels like she's doing her own thing. She wants to do her own thing. Well, this may be what she's realising on her birthday, because birthdays are like reset buttons. So she may be thinking, right, I want to do my own thing. Especially if there's anyone karmic around her, anything she feels stuck in, and there's a reason for everything. So there's some kind of upheaval happening in her mind today. And what does she want to do? She wants to reach out to you. She wants to take a bold move towards you. So I feel she's going through an understanding today about, okay, it's my birthday, it's a new start, I want to live my life differently, and that leads her to you. So what else does she want you to know? She said, I want to make things right between us, and you are the sunshine of my life. You truly make me happy. And I feel that's definitely what she's realising. She's realising, okay, another birthday's gone by. It's a reset button, an opportunity for a new beginning. I don't want to live my life for other people. I want to live my life my way, and that's with you. You may even hear that song, You Are My Sunshine. But she wants to make things right, so I feel there's going to be a reconciliation coming in. But she's preparing to make a move. I hope that helps, okay? I don't know if you're planning on reaching out for a birthday or not. That may also be a sign that perhaps that would be a nice thing to do, okay? But follow your heart. Priyanka, thank you for the donation. How will my life financially be in Canada, Warsaw or Dubai, which will be better for me, and by when can I go there? Okay, so, and the thing is, you know, occasionally you ask me these kinds of questions and then things seem to change. It's like, I'm sure you've asked me this before about different places, but it's like what the universe is saying to you. And it's okay to obviously have different options and think about different places before you actually go somewhere. But again, it's like the angels are saying, you're not being intentional with what you're wanting. So it's like, for example, if you think, okay, I'm going to go to Hawaii, for example, and then you focus on that, that's what you manifest, instead of thinking, well, what about going to this place instead or that place? So I feel that it's more when you can go there is really up to you. Because you can go there as soon as you start believing you have what it takes to go there, or you start manifesting these, and then the universe creates it, you see. But if you're obviously thinking about lots of different places, the universe is struggling to perhaps manifest each individual one. Does that make sense? Because there's too many things going on at once. You've got to get specific about what you want. So the answer really is, I'm going to give you an answer, but the answer is, when you know, right, I really want to go there, there, or there, get specific on that and put your focus into that, instead of perhaps changing your mind again about where you want to go or where you want to be, okay? So let's get a message about Canada, a message about Canada, a message about Warsaw, message about Warsaw and Dubai. I'm not sure where Warsaw is. I don't need to know. I was just like, I'm curious. So the message about Canada is there would be a victory there after a struggle. Okay, and this could also be where you may have to get onto the top of your game. Not necessarily by pushing people out of the way, but you may have to be ruthless with what you want. You know, and I'm not saying you like you're stepping over people. It's more, you've got to be ruthless in it. You know, you've got to stand up for what you believe in and be very strong. So I feel in Canada, you'd need to be truly in your leadership power, okay, to get success there. I'm not saying it wouldn't be successful. There's a victory there, but you may feel like you'd have to perhaps go through people to get what you want. Okay, because the Five of Swords is about you having a perception, like if you believe, you're going to receive. But it can also be a card where, and that's what I'm picking up on in this sense, where you may feel like to get to the top or to get what you want, you would have to perhaps break a few eggs, okay? Warsaw, there's a delay around that, so that's perhaps not either the right time or there's a delay. So that could be like a bit of an alarm bell going off saying no, or wait, or there's a delay. I'm not really feeling, I feel out of the three places, this is the one to perhaps not go to, okay? Dubai, you've got the Ten of Pentacles in reverse. So I feel that there would be an opportunity for a magical life there, but perhaps not at this current time. Maybe something you're viewing in October. And that could be for many reasons. There could be things going on there that you could be protected from. But I feel ultimately, when I've connected with the three energies, I feel Dubai would be the best option, but not yet. I feel October onwards for that. Okay, I feel that if anything's going to happen in Canada, it could be around May. But again, I'm not really I feel like I'm getting not negative energy, because obviously you've got to make a choice. But I feel like I'm getting the energy as Dubai being the most successful for you. And there you've got look at that. You've got Mary coming in from Canada there, so that could be a sign for you. Okay, so because I feel the order I've got coming in is Dubai, Canada, and then Warsaw. So I don't know if Warsaw is near any of them places. I don't know. I don't know where that is, but that's what I'm picking up on. I hope that helps. Okay, and welcome everyone. Thank you for being here. If you're new, welcome. My name's Liz, and this is Guided by Angels, and I am live 3 times a week. So it's great to have you all here. So, no, I'm from... I don't know if you're talking to me there, Priyanka, because I didn't ask you that question. Okay, I don't know who you're talking to there. We got Mary's there from Canada, Luke. Okay, so that could be a sign for you, is what I'm saying. That Mary just came in during this live, and you're talking about Canada. So that could be a sign, okay? That's what I'm saying. So maybe you want to have a little chat in the chat about Canada, I don't know. Janie, thank you for the donation, honey. During the moon, my angel said money was coming soon. What's the guidance and where to look or focus on? Lottery, new jobs, selling older items and car. Well, first of all, the lottery, it's like, everyone has the chance to win the lottery, but most people don't actually believe they're going to win the lottery. That's why people don't win the lottery, because remember, what you manifest grows. But rather than thinking, where am I going to get money from? Just trust that God is your source. Okay, that your true bread, which is money or finances or success or whatever it is, it comes from God. Everything you need comes from God. It doesn't come from selling a car or all these other things. It comes from God. And then God directs you what to do, whether that's selling a car or other things, okay? So what's the message coming through from Archangel Ariel? You've got donate coming through. Donate. So instead of perhaps selling things, perhaps donate things. And I know that perhaps sounds like, well, what about the money? But the thing is, when you clear clutter, it opens a door for more. And what you give away, you get back in other ways. Okay, so you may just need to donate. And this could be a sign really about selling things. Because I'm not saying, oh, you've got to just give everything away for free. But this is more about releasing the things that don't serve you anymore. So it says, clear the clutter and give your unwanted items to charity. Your donations are someone else's treasure. And this will clear room for more to enter your life. And we're all being guided at this time to minimize and clear clutter. I did a little feng shui video on it yesterday. Giving things away, clear space. Whether it's clothes, items, whatever it is. So I feel the message here is definitely about clearing things out you've already got. And if you've got the opportunity to sell them, and you're saying then new job selling older items and car, okay, so then obviously that's something you're being guided to do. So this new job selling older items and car could even be about donating stuff or selling things. And you say new job, I don't know if you're saying new job selling older items or you mean a new job or selling older items and car, but I have definitely got you getting rid of things that's going to bring money in, okay? So that's the first message. The second message is to have faith that God is on your side and what you ask for you will receive. And you've got to be strategic about things as well. Think about what you want. So you're coming through there as the King of Swords because this is about you focusing on what you want. Okay, and the King of Swords is also who's on your mind. So obviously what's on your mind really at this current time more than anything else is indifferent men. So for example, you're thinking, why isn't RG opening up to me? Or why isn't West reaching out to me? So this is just showing you again where your focus currently is. So as much as you're focusing on you, they keep creeping in your mind. Okay, and there's nothing wrong with that. It's just showing you that when the angels connect directly with your head, that, love is there. So maybe donating, focusing on the stuff is going to distract you from focusing on what they're doing because your mind keeps wandering back to them. Any other guidance you need to know? Ascension. So remember, you're preparing for something new. You're preparing for a new career or you're preparing for something better than what you've had. Don't live in regret or think if only I'd done this or if only I'd done that because everything's happening for a reason. You're ascending. So let go of the struggle. And this can be forgiving yourself for things as well and just seeing this as a new beginning. And I know you are because I know you said in your Warriors message yesterday, you're feeling excited about everything. And you should because you're ascending. So whatever's coming next is going to far surpass whatever's gone. I hope that helps, okay? And just let things unfold, talk to God and allow things to breathe, okay? Stephanie, thank you for the donation. What characteristics will my husband have in a timeline? So let's see if we can get a timeline first. Is there a timeline, first of all, for you getting married or being with someone or something moving forward around that? So you've got release. So there could be a release around autumn. So autumn, when I connect with it, is like Halloween. Okay, so see at October time, there's going to be some kind of release. So this could be where you finally give this to heaven and everything starts flowing in. You've got make your wish. Now, maybe this is someone you were wishing for in 2025. So think back to 2025 and think, did I make a wish for the right person? Or were you connecting with someone significant? So this could be about the person, someone coming back. So it could be about the person you were connecting with in 2025 is the person you're going to marry. Or it could be, because you have to sit with your own intuition here, it could be that you made a wish in 2025 and now things are starting to move forward, okay? Or maybe you actually set characteristics out in 2025 and now they're being manifested. And this person could be a Sagittarius, or could have traits of one, or be a fire sign, or something could be happening around November, December, which makes sense, because I feel you're perhaps going to release what you need to release by October, and then it's very likely this person enters your life or comes back into your life between November and December. So I'm not saying you're going to marry this person in November and December, but I feel that's when things are going to start moving forward in love. So it's going to be more the end of the year, more than where we currently are now. And if we're realistic, we're nearly halfway through the year, which is absolutely crazy. It feels ridiculous, don't you think? It's like it was just January, what's going on? So I feel October, November, December are significant timelines. And I feel that this husband you have is going to be very fiery. There's going to be lots of passion and sexy time. And there's going to be a lot of attraction. And you're going to feel excited. It's someone who's going to take you places, do things. So I feel this person's character is going to be in control. Someone who goes out of their way to show up for you. Anything else you need to know? Let's use my bucket for this. I am in the process of creating a characteristic deck, but I've put a stop on my decks. I was creating so many decks before Christmas, and now everything's kind of stuck again. And I've got like 5 or 6 decks on my phone I'm creating. I've got decks on my computer I'm creating. I need to just focus on one thing. So this person may not wear a watch, okay? And they may be a sporty type, and they are horny. So there's definitely all that attraction I felt with the Sagittarius there. You've got the letter W or an M. Could be significant, W or an M. You've got train. Okay, so maybe they get a train, or they like trains. They could be a train spotter. Or you see them on the train. And you've got brunettes. This person could have dark hair. I hope that, or maybe they like you as a brunette. I don't know what colour hair you've got. You could, with me, if I went on a date, okay, they wouldn't know what they were getting with me, would they? I'd be blonde one day, red another, this colour one day. So, but I feel that brunette, take that, it resonates with you, okay? I hope that helps. Karina, thank you for the donation for Victor, honey. So, Victor says, let me grab where's Victor's message? Bear with me a second. There we go. Morning, Liz. Meow, meow to you. May I have any messages for my beautiful butterfly king Virgo and a horse card, please? So what's going on with the horses for you? So what's the message coming through for you with the horses? What do you need to know? Okay. You've got heart presence. I love it. Heart presence. I feel this energy is between March just gone and June that you're going to be, and you feel even more in your heart. So I feel that your Virgo has bought out your heart and perhaps resuscitated something in you, and now you're completely present in your heart space. So I feel you're open. I'm picking up on this as you being open to what happens between now and June. And this horse is helping you to remain in your heart presence, to open your heart to what's going on, which is very beautiful. So I feel the horses are helping you both to connect it through the heart. It's very likely you're feeling that connection in the heart anyway. So you could be having palpitations, or you could feel the heart activation going on. So it may benefit you to do some heart chakra cleansing or some heart merging as well. So what does he want to say to you? He won't let you go, okay? And he's all up in his head overthinking. So we've got the king of mind there. So we could be connected with, he could be an air sign, or he could be connected with an air element in some way, which means he could wear a mask, or he could hide his feelings. He could be on the surface because of what he does. But he is in his head overthinking right now, and he does not want to let you go. He won't let you go. So he wants to step forward or do something. So what else does he want you to know? He's saying to you, I'm traveling a lot, okay? So he could be doing a lot of travel at this time. Now, this could actually be travel as in country travel, or it could be just moving from one place to another place. He may just feel like he's busy. And that may be another reason why he's perhaps thinking about if he would lose you, because he's perhaps thinking, well, I travel a lot. How would you deal with that? I see how toxic it is. And I feel that's about traveling. So and you know, it may be at the beginning he enjoyed traveling, it was a novelty, and now it's just a, you know, it's just a, like it's, they give me the word like bind, it's just, you know, something that he struggles with. So he's saying, I'm traveling a lot and I do see how toxic that is. So I feel that's like his fear, like, will you be able to deal with my lifestyle? Okay, and obviously Karina will really resonate with that too. I feel sad and lonely. So he does, even though he could be surrounded by people, he feels sad and lonely a lot. And obviously he feels you in his heart space. But I feel like he's thinking about what he's doing, and then it may be toxic to you. Obviously he feels it's toxic to himself as well. Okay. So what else does he want you to know? Let's pull something from the love truths. Okay, we've got, I want to grow old by your side, okay? So he thinks about the future. I feel he's doing some thinking about the future. What else? Yeah, so he's got a crazy schedule. So we've got reconcile. We've got Aries coming up as well. So I don't know if that's significant for you or the timeline. There could be a happy event coming where you reconcile. This could even be something that started moving forward in the Aries season. We've got this month. Something's happening this month. Okay, I know we're in Taurus now, but this month something is shifting. So this is like fast energy. There's some kind of happy event coming up this month, or maybe it's already happened, but I'm getting this month, it's significant. But obviously Aries season was this month as well. So you've got to take this how it resonates with you. So you've got Aries this month, reconcile and happy event. So it feels like there's some kind of happy event happening where you have the opportunity to reconcile in some way. I hope that helps, okay? Carly King, thank you for the donation. Struggling to believe in the journey, any cards, and it's natural. Doubt is how we find faith. It's normal. Pretty much every single person here has felt delusional at some point on this journey. You know, it's natural, so breathe. So any cards, anything you need to know. So you've got telepathy. So at this current time, you may feel like you don't believe in the journey because there may be nothing happening in the physical world. Well, you may have no validation in a physical way, yet you have a telepathic link. You are connected in a higher way. So everything you're currently experiencing is helping you to tap more into your psychic side and your intuition and your gut and your feelings and emotions. So you're able to decipher that this is real through your connection with the divine. Because it's not just about being in a relationship. The twin flame journey is not about just being in a relationship. That's what soulmates are for. The twin flame journey is about journey back to the self. It's about overcoming triggers and becoming your best version and feeling something so deep it can't be explained by logic, only the heart, okay? So at this current time, your journey is about connecting in a higher way through the 5D, through dreams, through signs, through feelings. And that's your proof that it's real. Okay? And then when you get the inner union right, the outer union comes naturally. And the thing is, as a divine feminine, we all struggle with it because we have that frustration. Because we see how beautiful it could be and how wonderful it could be, and we get frustrated. And then we start sabotaging in our own way. And we need to learn how to have self-control where we don't rush in and try and fix or push or chase. Whereas the masculines sometimes remain stuck in things they used to because they think, oh, it can't be real with the divine feminine because it's too amazing and intense. So it's just a fantasy. So I'm going to stay where I am. It's safer there. I could get hurt with the divine feminine. I could be abandoned with the divine feminine. I may lose myself with the divine feminine. But what they have to do is overcome that fear to take control to move forward. Okay, and that's what is probably going on between the two of you in your dynamic at this current time. You're feeling all this frustration, so you've got the telepathic link there. I hope that helps, okay? Ashwini, thank you for the donation, honey. 3D message from him, please. So what does he want to say to you? What does he want to say? He's saying to you, I'm stressed and can't sleep. So it's very likely at this current time he's overthinking things and he's lying awake at night and he's stressed out. And he will open up to you, and I feel that's why he's sleeping. You know why he's sleeping? Well, he'll be dreaming about you. But I feel what he's doing is lying awake, thinking about what to do. I need to open up to you about the way I feel about you. I need to open up to my family, my karmic. I need to speak my truth. I need to be open and vulnerable. I need to admit things. And I feel that's what he's struggling with, because he knows he can't keep on the way he's going. Something's got to come out at some point. And that's what is on his mind, okay? So he's restless, and it's very likely you're picking up on that, which you say you are there. When else he's saying to you, it's always been you, I can't help the way I feel. And that's another reason why he's struggling, because it would be much easier for him to just pretend that he's happy and get on with his life, but he can't. They're giving me a runny nose. Now, I haven't got a runny nose, they're just giving it me. Okay, I don't want to snot everywhere, there's nothing there. It's just a sensation. So the runny nose is his intuition. His intuition is telling him to do something. The nose knows, okay? So thoughts of you often fill up my mind. Of course they do. At night time, he's thinking, what do I do? So he's in his head about this. So what's your guidance at this time? Well, you need to not do that. You shouldn't hate yourself. You've got to love yourself, okay? So, and that's one of your lessons, remember. So you've got the moon and the Ten of Hearts. So you've got to look through. And the reason why you got the moon is because of your ego that plays tricks on you. Okay, you've got to see through the illusion of perhaps social media or his karmic cycle or the chaos of what's going on in the world. And look beyond the surface and it'll reveal what's going on beneath the mask, okay? Things are not always how they appear to be. You've got to trust what you feel and know deep within. Because the angels say when you're both fully ready, which means you're waiting for him to do something, but you're not healing your own heart. Well, you are, okay? You just go in and out of it. You're still learning. We all are. I am too, otherwise I'd be in union myself. You've got to be very honest and respectful to yourself. It's okay. So clearly you say, I don't want to hate myself anymore. I want to love myself. Okay, when you're both fully ready, your union will happen so quickly, it will blow your mind. One day you're single, the next day you're in union, but you must trust in the power of love. So in other words, you've got to remember that you're also still healing. It's not up to him to come in and fix your world and make everything better. You have to do that first with you and your connection with God. Okay, I hope that helps, okay? Mariana, thank you for the donation. How is Em feeling about us and his intentions? So how is Em feeling about you? He's feeling confident and strong when it comes to you. Okay, so how he's feeling about you is confidence. When he thinks about you, there's nothing there that makes him doubt that he wants a future with you. And he's thinking about the past, okay? Now I got 2 6s. So the 6-6 portal could be significant on the 6th of June. It's also about he's overcoming the ego. So I do feel he's thinking about times you shared together and the way perhaps it was. And it makes him feel confident and strong. You know, when he thinks about you, you make him feel like a man. You make him feel like desirable and sexy and strong. That's how he feels when it comes to you, okay? So one of his intentions, transformation, a fresh start. So he wants a new beginning. And he's going to end a cycle he's in because he's saying enough's enough. Now, this could even be him perhaps beating around the bush or not doing something. He wants a real partnership with you. So his intention is to have a real partnership with you that's going to come in as a fresh start, possibly around the Scorpio season, because enough's enough. So he's going to end a cycle to have a new start with you. I've got Scorpio, we're October coming through here in Scorpio as well. So Scorpio is October to November. I hope that helps, okay? And Ashwini's donated for your friend as well there. So 3D message my friend, please, from her DM. So what does your friend's masculine want to say? I feel love for you in a very deep way. I can't even explain it. And I hunger for your love. So they give me that song, I Hunger for Your Love from Ghost. Is it the Righteous Brothers? So I feel your masculine at this time could have a hunger that they can't satisfy. So if you're feeling hungry all the time, you know, or you've got an appetite, or you feel like your mouth is watering, or it's because of the desire. So there's a lot of desire there. Okay, I hunger for you, I lust for you, I want you. So there's an 8 there. So your person is feeling a void without you at this current time, and they can't really even explain it. So I feel your person wants to explain how they feel to you, but they're struggling to find the words. So, but there's definitely that pull to you, magnetic pull. So what's your guidance at this time? They're going to reach out to you. This is what I'm picking up on this hunger, okay? So you're learning to trust enough to let them. So your person is going to reach out to you. It's pretty much, it's on the tip of the tongue what they want to say. So the energy today is there's an urgency to contact you, and you're probably feeling that way. Okay, but you're learning at this time to trust him to do that, to let him come to you so that you're not reaching out. So if you've been thinking about reaching out, it's because he's thinking about reaching out to you. And it was love at first sight. He's thinking about this too. The chemistry between you and them has always been electric. It's always been present. Okay, you both felt the spark from the beginning. So the spark is still there. You're being drawn back together. They give me an itchy eye as well. So if you get an itchy eye and fear, it's because they want to change something they're looking at. Your person wants to look at you, not what they're currently looking at. I hope that helps, okay? Bina, thank you for the donation, honey. Hi, Liz, I feel I goofed up one day. I told him I'm a positive person, and the next day I told him this place is toxic and I'm stressed and always angry. What if he will leave me because of inconsistency? Well, first of all, forgive yourself. You can't goof anything up. You're just being you. You know, one day you're being human. One day you're positive, one day you're not. That's human. It doesn't mean that you've done anything wrong. You're not going to mess it up. Okay? So release that. Forgive yourself. Let go. He's not going to leave you because one day you're positive and the next day you're not. Okay? That's your ego getting in the way. Okay? That's your ego stressing you out. So what's coming through? You've got divine feminine. You are the divine feminine. And that means you can't mess anything up. Okay, and ultimately what that means is it doesn't matter what you do or what you say or how you are, you are still the divine feminine. You are still his counterpart. You're still the one he belongs with. Okay, no matter what. It's not like he's going to say, oh, you're not positive today, so I don't love you anymore. You know, of course not, you know, because he'll have his moments too. He'll go through his ups and downs too, and you still love him, don't you? It's not like you say, oh, I don't love you anymore because you're being weird today. No, he's your masculine. So that's your ego. That's all, okay? You're expanding. So you're expanding. The thing is, what you've realised there is, I don't want to be negative and say this place is toxic, or I don't want to be stressed and angry. I want to be happy. I want to be joyful. So really what you're realising is that when you're operating in that kind of energy, it doesn't serve your soul. And that's why you're saying I goofed up. You didn't goof up. You're just realising I don't want to operate in that energy, actually. And you're expanding. You're becoming the lighthouse. So this is really about you recognising what you feel you're doing wrong. It's very powerful. It's like when you can honestly look at your situation, you know, as a divine feminine and say, I know that's still triggering me, so I know I'm not ready for union. I know I'm not healed enough. And that's really about your expansion, not blaming everything else. You're saying, okay, I'm pointing the finger at him. I need to be pointing the finger back to me and realising it's my issue. Okay, and when we get to that point as a divine feminine, that's when there's a big breakthrough, okay? And that's when you're going to move towards the next level. So it's showing you engagement here. So what this means is that you're going to get engaged regardless. Now, I know he's married and there's other things going on, but it's showing you're still moving towards the next level. It's not going to stop you from being together because of what you've done. Okay, because you're still going to engage with each other. That's what I'm picking up more than engagement as in a ring, even though that will be ultimately where it's headed. And I do feel he's had a dream about being with you in that way. So you can't mess anything up, okay? How does he feel about you? You are the one I want to be always with he's saying you are the one I want to be. You're the one that I want to always be by my side. Okay, it's worded a bit strange, Iris. You're the one I want to by my side. That's what he's saying. Okay, and that's why you got the engagement card coming through, okay? And he's saying, no matter where I am and what I'm doing, the love I feel for you is always there. So again, that's like saying to you, it doesn't matter what you do, it doesn't matter what he does, love is always there. And it doesn't matter where you are either. You could be on opposite sides of the world and the love is always there because you are counterparts. I hope that helps, okay? Ashwini, thank you for your donation, honey. Does my teacher think their other student is more rooted towards union or spiritually advanced? Well, first of all, everyone's on different timelines. So you can't compare yourself to another divine feminine because that doesn't work either. Okay, so it doesn't really matter if your teacher thinks that or not because that's irrelevant. It's like me saying to you, you're more in your ego than I am. That's ridiculous. Okay, because I go into my ego too. That's like comparing yourself to another divine feminine and saying, well, you're more likely to have union than me because of this, this, and this. And it's hogwash, it's illusion. So really, I feel your teacher sees you on your journey and sees the other person on their journey. and anyone else they're dealing with on their journey, and it's completely separate. I don't feel your teacher is judging you. I feel they are perhaps wanting you to be more positive. Like, sometimes I say to you, come on now, you know your own worth and value. You've got to believe in yourself more. But it's no one's job to dictate to you how far advanced you are on your journey. You've got to go within. Really, the only teacher you need is yourself and God. So how does your teacher think about you compared to this other person, even though that's really, probably the worst question you can ask? That I feel that what your teacher sees in you is that you have a very strong intuition, okay, and that you are a very loving person. And I'm getting this actually as your teacher being very warm towards you and open towards you and very highly connected with how intelligent you are and how spiritually advanced you are. So, and very proud of you as well. I'm feeling this as your teacher is proud of the person you are. So I'm not feeling I need to connect with how they feel about the other person, because it's really irrelevant anyway. It doesn't affect your journey. That's what you're perhaps not seeing clearly. Let me get one more card for you if there's anything else you need to know about that. Patience is the key. Learn something new. So perhaps your teacher hopes that you learn something new. And I feel that obviously we always learn on this journey. Perhaps they want you to be a bit more patient and trusting. But I'm not getting any judgment there at all, or feeling like you're doing anything wrong, or because you're learning and growing. But I do feel that this is what you struggle with. You get impatient, and you get impatient with yourself, and then you perhaps collapse on the floor like this, and you've got to pray. I'll give you, I want to tell you this little story, okay, because it's really beautiful, okay? I've been connected with Jesus a lot over the last few days, and I was talking to him when I was on the bus home yesterday, because I nipped out for a hot chocolate yesterday to Costa. And when I was coming back, I got off the bus where I always get off the bus, and it's next to a church, okay? And I walk past that church all the time. And I walked past, and I looked at it, Dave, I looked up at, and I've never seen it before. There's a huge statue of Jesus, and I never saw it before. It's so weird. And this is true. I told Frida, I rang Frida up last night and told her, because I was just blown away. And I saw it, and I went, hello, beautiful. I was talking to Jesus in my own way. And as I went to walk off, I heard that noise, and it's the most gorgeous bird noise. It always puts me at peace since I was a kid. Is it the morning dove where it goes, do, 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 do. And I looked up, and it was sitting on the cross. And I had angel bumps all through my body. And I was like, thank you, Jesus, for showing me you with me today in that way. I could have cried. It was beautiful. And it was that bird, that particular noise resonates with me for peace. And it wasn't there when I looked at it. And then as I went to walk away, it just jumped on, and it was like, do, 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 do. And I was like, whoa. So you got to remember that you are always being guided. And that's why I wanted to share that story, because it's really powerful. I hope that helps, okay? So when you go into ego, you're always being guided, okay? Wind chimes, thank you for your donation. May I have a message from the guides? I get a lot of heavy energy today from external sources. So what do your guides want you to know today? What do your guides want you to know? To be patient, okay? Be patient and loving and kind to yourself at this time. Compassion is the key. Call on us, your angels or your guides, because there may be some silence between the two of you at this time, or perhaps something isn't happening and you've got the hermit coming through, because this is a time for you to think about what you want, to recharge and rest yourself, to meditate and contemplate. Switch off your phone and go in nature. So it feels like there's some kind of delay at this current time where you're being guided to go within, okay, and receive answers and meditate and breathe and focus on you. I feel that's really what your guidance is, and allow everything else to unfold. Yeah, you're going through a cleansing. You may want to use sage to cleanse yourself or cleanse your space, or whatever else you like doing, and you're coming up as a divine feminine there. So this is showing you that you are either in divine feminine energy or connecting with a divine feminine, but it's about you going through a cleansing. I'm seeing this as you going through a big cleansing and a big purging. So have faith at this time is meant for you. I hope that helps, okay? Thank you, Stella. Honestly, it blew my mind, because that noise, that particular bird doing that noise, Every time I hear it, it just puts me at peace. And I was just like, oh my goodness. And I've never seen that statue before. And I've walked past that church a lot. And I was like, it's like someone had just put that statue there. It's like Jesus just appeared in front of me. And that's how it felt. Very powerful. And I felt him holding my hand as well all last night, which was beautiful. Ashwini, thank you for your donation, honey. Does he want to treat me like a partner? Will he do for me what he does for it? You're comparing yourself. You've got to stop doing that, okay? What you're doing at this current time is thinking he's in the most wonderful relationship, and you're feeling all these toxic thoughts, okay? And it's causing you pain. You can't keep doing that. That's what you got to stop doing, okay? Because what he would have with you is going to be completely different than anything he has with her. Because it's like you're trying to compare... I suppose chalk and cheese, or think of two completely different things, because you are completely different than her, okay? And what he feels for you is completely different than what he feels for her. So the relationship he's having with her is going to be completely different than the relationship he's having with you, or vice versa. So what's going on in that karmic situation? Okay, the passion is dead, okay? And you've got to understand that no matter how it seems on social media or in the real world, he's fed up, he's miserable, he's depressed, he's angry, and there's a lot of intimate frustration, which shows you there's nothing going on there, okay? The passion is dead, there's too many burdens. Says so many burdens, too many responsibilities, always something going on or something to do. So he's very busy. So the way he handles his life is he's busy, he's doing things, he's got a routine, he'll be doing things, and it distracts him from the fact that he's living a life. But he's becoming stronger. He's feeling creative, longing to change, wanting new things in his life. He's starting to believe he can change, coming up as a magician. So if you didn't watch the karmic reading I did, make sure you watch it, because this came out, okay? So I feel what he's saying to you is, what's keeping him there is his routine, his obligations, his sense of duty, but he wants to change, and he's starting to believe he can change. So what does he want with you? He's reflecting on that at this current time, possibly children. So I feel he's also thought about what you would be like as a mum. He's perhaps thought what it would like to be like to have a girl child with you, okay? There's the magician again, so that's clarifying it. Okay, when he takes control, he's going to treat you better than he's ever treated anyone. Okay, but he's got to end that cycle first. And you've got to learn your lessons. So what I'm feeling is that you've got to stop comparing yourself or comparing the relationship between you and him and her, because it just does not serve you, okay? So when you're together in union, what's going to happen? Nothing and nobody can truly keep us away from each other. So the reason that's come through is because he's saying, yes, he may be with someone right now, but that's not going to stop him from being with you. So instead of perhaps romanticizing their relationship, which is I feel what you're doing, just start seeing it for what it truly is. It's a catalyst to growth. I hope that helps, okay? Innumerable stars, thank you for the donation, honey. Is the chemistry connection over between Connie and I over, or does it still exist? By the way, you're dazzling as always. Thank you, honey. Well, first of all, the chemistry is still there because you can feel it. Okay, because it's otherwise you wouldn't even be asking the question, okay? So I don't feel the chemistry is over, okay? So let's see what's coming through. Look, this is what Connie is saying, okay? The road ahead of us maybe, and they've got May. It says the road ahead May. So I feel this is what's going to be happening in May. So I feel she's directly telling you what's going to be going on in May. It's going to be full of twists, turns, hurdles, and curveballs. So you're going to have some struggle in May. Some ups and downs, some chaos. Perhaps you're going through that right now and that's making you doubt things, okay? There could be tears and pain. But it will all be worth it when you get to the other end. So what I'm feeling is when you come out of May, things are going to feel easier. Now, twists, turns, hurdles, curveballs, it's all happening for growth purposes. So everything you're going through during now and May is all happening to make you stronger, wiser, and more in control. And I feel when I'm connecting with this card, I'm seeing it as the Six of Swords, which means coming out the other side in June, okay? And she's saying, I've been searching for true love all my life, and I know I've now found it with you. So it's not just about the connection and the chemistry, or the chemistry. It's about this being love. You know, when your person connects with your connection in you, they feel love. And they feel that's what they found with you. So yes, there's an attraction there, but it goes deeper and beyond that. So it's not over. There's just some twists, turns, curveballs and hurdles that you're probably experiencing now that's making you doubt everything. And I feel when you come out of May, things are going to be a lot easier between the two of you. So what does Connie want you to know? They're manifesting a future with you. So Connie does see a future with you, possibly in July. So you've got 7 there. So something's shifting around June to July. Again, Cancer season. And they ain't wearing a mask. So I feel that at this current time, Connie may be hiding out how they feel, or, you know, hiding the truth, wearing a mask, because there could be something they're dealing with that they're struggling with opening up about, or changing. So let me just see what your guidance is, because I don't feel it's over. I feel there's going to be a change June, July. You got the Fool. So take the leap, it will be worth it. So it's going to be worth it when things come forward. And again, this could even be a message about you taking a leap forward. So you've got to sit with this and think, right, do I want to reach out at this time? Because if you take a leap, it will be worth it. But this could even mean you just trusting the process, because I am feeling that there's some blocks until June. So maybe you want to say to yourself, okay, I'm going to let things breathe until June. And then if perhaps Connie hasn't moved forward to you, then reach out or do something. But I feel you need to be a bit smart with this over the next 5 weeks, okay? And you've got, walking away from the past. So there may be something that Connie needs to walk away from. It's like the cycle is completing here, and then blessings are coming. So there's going to be an end of a cycle. And that could perhaps be the on and off or whatever it is. But there is abundance coming in, and things are being manifested now. So I feel the message is just have faith until the end of June. Something big could also be shifting. There could be lots of blessings coming into your life between December this year and April. So December this year going into April next year, that's a big timeline for something beautiful coming in. I hope that helps, okay? Karina with a C, great to see you, honey. Thank you for your donation. Messages from my DM. So what does your DM want you to know? Flying out. They'll leave the karmic, whatever that is. So remember, karmic could be a person, a job, a family thing, struggle, whatever it is, addiction, whatever it is. So whatever the karmic is, or the karmic thing is, or the thing that you feel is in the way, they're going to leave that behind them, because they're ending that cycle, okay? I'm ending a karmic cycle. There's some kind of karmic cycle ending, and they've made that decision. So your twin is saying to you, I know what I'm doing. I know what I need to do. I've already made my decision. I just need to act upon it. I feel they made that decision in March, but they're taking a bit longer to act on it. So there could be a big shift around August, October. So I'm not saying it's going to take that long for them to come towards you, but I'm feeling if they're in anything, or anything is stopping you from being together, August to October is a big timeline shift for that moving out of the way, okay? What else, okay? What else do you need to know? You've got, it's meant to be, destiny, Wheel of Fortune. So the wheel is moving things forward. Now we've got an eclipse coming up around that time, haven't we? 12th of August, there's an eclipse, okay? So that eclipse could be significant for change as well. Because I'm feeling that wheel connected with an eclipse. What else does your masculine want you to know? You've got charmer. So they're charmed by you. They're also gaining new perspective. You may also feel your person is a bit of a charmer. And love at first sight. So when your person met you, it was completely felt with the spark, love at first sight. They've been working on gaining new perspective on how to perhaps approach you, what to do to not necessarily lure you in, but I feel that they want to charm you and treat you right. And I'm getting this charmer as well, like anything that he's done in the past where perhaps he's been a player or he hasn't been committed, or that's all changed since he met you. So his whole life and his whole perspective on love changed when he met you. Okay, so don't put your walls up. You don't need to do that. I don't feel you are anyway, but you may be a bit defensive because you want a decision to happen. Well, he's already made his decision. He's just got to follow through on it, okay, to be in union with you. So don't give up. The angels say don't give up on union. Don't give up on the happy home, because something is shifting around October. I've got August to October is significant. September, there could be a decision put into place. So he's already made his decision, but he hasn't acted on it. Does that make sense? It's like in his head, he knows what he's doing. He's come to that conclusion. He's just got to actually execute the plan, if that makes sense. I hope that helps, okay? Let me just see where I am. I'm going to put a stop on donations, guys, because I'm an hour behind in the chat. So no more donations so I can catch up, please, okay? So Crystal, thank you for the donation. I love how YouTube suggested your little short for the live highlight as well, about you being so damn beautiful. A message from D, fears next move. Saw and texting when car. Saw and texting when. Saw and texting when car. Not sure what you mean by that, but we'll see what he wants to say. So we've got the Ace of Mind. He's currently making a decision. Okay, so he's thinking about what to do, and he's a bit conflicted and defensive about it. Okay, so I feel he does want to move towards you, but his fear is in the way. You know, he's thinking, I want to do this, but should I do this? Okay, I want to move towards you, but is it the right time? So there could be some of this going on over the next 5 weeks. So again, I've got May as a bit of a turmoil here. So May could be collectively a bit up and down. So what cards are flying out there? We've got, yeah, you just need to let go and surrender and give this to God. And, you know, the thing is as well, that the universe is synchronizing things at this current time. So all you need to do, I say all you need to do, like it's easy, it's never easy, but surrender and give this to heaven and don't think the worst, okay? Because you may be thinking the worst about things because there's sadness there, because you're missing each other. And I feel he may be doing that too. You know, but I feel that, again, this is 5, so there's some big changes coming in. 5, 5, 5 may be significant. But I feel there's going to be a shift again around June. I don't mean to be repeating myself today, saying the same thing, but it really is a collective energy. Yeah, there's fear there, so there could be some ups and downs in May, or over the next 5 weeks, which takes you into May and June, okay? So he's making a big decision. They're giving me fear. Oh, a lot of fear coming through there, okay? So he's releasing a lot of fear around taking action. He wants to. Yeah, because he knows you're worth it. And remember, the delay is worth it. Trust the process, it's worth it. Give it to heaven, surrender. The desire is there, and he does appreciate you. Look at that. He's grateful for you. He's thinking about you with desirable feelings. So there's a lot of heat between the two of you at this time. So is there a timing? Obviously, I feel that June could be significant, okay? Well, you're coming together in December, so this could be about union itself, okay? But you must believe. So this could well be about you making sure that you believe in this journey. And, you know, especially between now and November, because you could well come into union in December. So the more you believe, the more you're going to receive. You could be seeing 11-11. So regardless of what's going to happen next, I'm getting this energy coming through. Whereas if you're believing enough in this love, it's very likely you could be together by December. But again, timelines are guidelines. It depends on free will and how you are processing the journey, because you're being guided to surrender. I hope that helps, okay? Lisa, great to see you, honey. Thank you for the donation. I'm sorry I had to stop talking to you this morning. We're out to get ready, see. So morning, I need guidance from the angels, please, for my situation with her. So how is she really feeling at this current time, okay? How is she feeling at this current time? And remember, when you're going into ego, or I'm connected with, you know, it's a big thing for her to reach out after a lot of time, okay? And obviously she wasn't going to rush anything. She was just going to kind of keep it surface level and test the water and see if you're still open to things. But you're straight in with, I need to know how you feel. I want to know what's next. I want a future with you. What are you going to do? And that's like too overwhelming, okay? So you've got to rein that in. Okay, and obviously you've got to do what's right for you. But remember the times when you were saying, when's she going to contact me? Is she going to contact me? And it was driving you mad. So I really feel as well that perhaps being in contact with her, but allowing her to take the lead and having self-control instead and working on that is perhaps the way forward, okay? So she's focused on you and only you and on doing this right. So she does want to do the right thing. It just may not be on your timeline. Because you're saying, well, I'm sick of breadcrumbs. She isn't really giving you breadcrumbs at this moment. She's trying to reinitiate a contact. She's trying to get a rapport back with you. That's what she's trying to do because she's missed you. She wants you in her life. And she's perhaps feeling very insecure, conflicted about things, emotional, insecure, upset, all of that, okay? So she said, I am focused on you and only you. Now, it doesn't matter that she's with a karmic partner. She's focusing on you and only you, which means you're the one in her thoughts. You're the one she's thinking about and coming towards. And she does want to do it right. But again, you kind of saying, I'm going to tell her that I can't deal with this. And that's you recognising that you've still got your own healing to do. And yes, if you feel you can do that healing better without her there, then do that. But I'll think, okay, is it more that I've got to learn how to overcome this ego and allow things to unfold naturally and have more self-control? So you've got to really think about what you want to do. You know, because like when I told you about my situation, you were like, do this, do that. I'm like, no, I know what I've got to do for me. So it's like you've got to really think about that yourself, okay? But she is focused on you and only you. And she wants to do it right. That's how she's feeling. So let's bring in the Karmic card. I asked to meet up to talk, but now I'm regretting it. Well, don't regret it. You've spoke your heart. Okay, but obviously if you're saying, it depends what your intention is. So obviously if you're saying, because you've said, can we meet up? You've just got to perhaps, I don't know, not be so intense with wanting things to happen. I don't know. You've got to sit with that. We can talk about that later. But it depends what you want to talk about, okay? So Ace of Pentacles, she's focusing on, I mean, this is the thing, right? She's struggling in that situation because it's a comfort zone. Now, this is the energy between December to April. So what I feel you need to know, and don't get triggered by it, it's just the energy, the connection, the karmic situation. She's been focusing on her financial gain and increasing of assets. So obviously on the surface, it looks like, oh, they're building more together. They're creating more together. They have stability. It may seem like they're on the surface, but I feel she's trying to perhaps independently get some money in the bank or do something to have her own sense of self-stability. That's what I'm picking up on. So she's struggling with the way things are there, even though it looks all right on the surface, and it probably seems to everyone else that she's living a great life, okay? But she's struggling with that because she doesn't want to focus on building there. She wants to have her own stuff. So again, this really resonates with that karmic reading I did the other day, okay? It was my ego wanting to speak my truth. There you go, okay? So when she thinks about you, what does she see? What does she see? Or what else do you need to know? New perspective. So she's definitely gained a new perspective on things, okay? And you've got over time. So it took time. Over this time that you've had apart, she's gained a new perspective, okay? So I definitely feel that something shifted in her. So again, but if you go rushing, there you go, reconnecting, it just disconnected and reconnected. But if you go rushing in, saying everything that's in your heart, and I can't say anything because I do it myself. So you've got to remember, you've got to find that self-control. You know, it's going to be overwhelming. It's like she's just trying to test the water, see how you feel. And then if you go in with all this, blah, 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 she's going to be like, pfft. So again, you've got to sit with it first, okay? So the message is, you will end up exactly where you're meant to be. So try and enjoy the journey and trust in divine timing, because the answer to your question is yes. So if there's a specific question in your mind, the answer to that question is yes. Without the ego, the answer is yes. Until they are free, take yourself out of the equation. Now, this is what you may be asking. So you may need to take yourself out of the equation. You've got to do what's right for you. Okay, but it says, focus on gratitude and self-love. Free yourself of any toxic habits or things that keep you stuck. Find and enjoy your freedom. So if you feel it keeps you stuck, then obviously take yourself out of the equation. But you can also take yourself out of the equation without ending contact, okay? And you've got strength. You have become strong and capable through the struggles you've experienced. It didn't end you. It made you stronger and wiser. You've got this. So it's like the angel saying you can handle this. How is she really feeling about you? How is she really feeling about you? My circumstances are not allowing us to be together right now, but know that things will change. There you go. She's saying, I know I can't be with you right now in this moment because of things here, but that will change. And I deeply desire doing the rest of my life with only you. And she's saying to you in that other card, I'm focused on only you. So I do feel something bigger shifty, but again, you've also got to remember that it's how you handle it that also creates the change. Because if you rush in and say, I want this now, I want you to do that now, I want you to be honest with me, it's going to just, freak her out. But, if you want to meet up, this is obviously about you need to spend time together or something is coming. I hope that helps, okay? Shavika, thank you for the donation. Hi Liz, why is T silent again? What is he processing? Will he open up? So what's going on in his situation? Okay, well, he's pretty much, he's missing you. He's definitely missing you. But what he's realising is that by staying where he is, it's hurting everyone. He's realising this because he knows the truth must come out. So it's powerful. You've got the Three of Swords and the Ace of Swords in this particular deck because they are living separate lives. And right now he feels that you and him are living separate lives as well because you're not together, and that causes him pain. And he knows that it hurts everyone by remaining where he is. Okay, the truth must come out, decisions must be made. So he's processing a decision that we know he needs to make. Now, I feel this coming around him around March time. So you may have felt around March that was when there was a pullback, or that's perhaps when things started changing a little bit. Because I feel that March to September is where he's coming up with this realisation, or it's not even a realisation, he knows already, but this is when he's finding the strength to bring that truth out and make a decision. So I've got March just gone to September as a timeline. So really between now and September as a timeline for the truth to come out, okay? What else? Yeah, he can't talk yet. He needs time. So you've got to give him this time. He's silent again because he's working out how to free himself up. So he needs time. He can't talk yet. So you've got to honour that, okay? And instead of thinking there's something wrong, start seeing this as everything's actually happening in your favour. It's actually working out. He's also overthinking, he's restless, he's stressed out, and he's saying things are not how they seem. So in other words, he's hoping you can see beyond the illusion of him creating this happy home environment and the fact that you perhaps think he's ignoring you, which he isn't, okay? So the moon is also bringing up a lot of illusions. So this means this moon cycle between now and the full moon, you could be having your own emotions. You could be overthinking yourself. You could be restless and stressed yourself. So release yourself from that bind, okay? Breathe and know that it's okay. So he's processing a decision. So the angels say, give him time and space to make his decision. I mean, that's it right there, okay? Same card. So pull back until they do. So that means you do you and let him come to you. And he's miserable without you, so send him love in the 5D. So connect with him through the higher realms at this time and let him make that decision. I hope that helps, okay? Natalia, thank you for the donation, honey. Message from Grayson, please. So what does Grayson want you to know? What does Grayson want you to know? Grayson's saying, my intuition is guiding me to you. Okay, so his intuition is guiding him to you. He's feeling it deep within himself. He's feeling guided to take action or come towards you or whatever it is. He's saying, I've been searching for true love all my life and I know I've found it with you. So he knows you're his true love. I wish you were here with me right now. So his intuition is guiding him to do something because he knows inside that you're his true love. He knows it, okay? What else does he want to say to you? What else does he want to say? We've got socialised. Didn't this card come out for you the other day? So again, he's perhaps wondering what you're doing. He's watching you on socials. So I feel he's definitely watching you on socials. That's the thing I've got coming through more than anything else. And he perhaps thinks that you've got suitors around you. Okay? And he wants a serious conversation about this because he doesn't want you having other attention. So I feel he's jealous. I feel he does get jealous when he thinks about other people looking at you or being around you. And he wants to actually have that serious conversation about moving things forward. So is there a timeline for this? Any timeline? You're not alone. So you're being reminded your angels are with you. Something's invigorating there. It is. I mean, you can't write it, can you? This just tells you something is happening for everyone during the Cancer season. In the summer, June, July. Now, obviously, I know your summer is different. But this is, I'm picking up on this as what I'm channeling now, okay? So it's not like, I don't feel, I mean, it could be your summer. But I'm getting this as Cancer season, which here in the UK is summer. Okay, so I'm seeing this as the angels confirming to me as a reader what I need to share with you, okay, as something's happening around the Cancer season. And you're not alone. And I feel that this is also a sign that by 2028, you won't be on your own. So I don't feel in 2028 you're going to be single. Okay, so I feel between now and 2028 is your timeline for your relationship blooming. I hope that helps, okay? We've got Bina, thank you for the donation, honey. Do you see anyone new approaching me in love? Is anyone new approaching you in love? What do you need to know about that? Things are progressing for you. I mean, again, I don't necessarily feel that there's someone new coming in. It's more that your twin flame, because I connect with this, the twin flame card, is perhaps going to be moving closer towards you over the next 8 weeks. There could be a soulmate coming in. It depends what you want. Okay? But it's showing you that the world is your oyster. So just have faith in God's plan for your life, because the person you're meant to be with, you'll be with. But I do feel you have the opportunity to manifest a soulmate if that's what you truly want at this time. Okay, because I see this, the Judgment card as the twin flame card. You know, and I'm a reader channeling this card, specifically in this deck. But again, this could be a sign of him taking more action towards you over the next 8 weeks, or you actually meeting someone in the next 8 weeks. Because that may also be kind of like a kick up the ass he needs to realise he needs to get a move on. So there's something coming, okay? And the angels say you'll receive success when you're doing your own thing. So if you're going to meet someone new, they're going to come in when you're just doing your own thing. You're doing you, you're minding your own business, you're having fun, you're doing you, and then boom, someone comes in. So really the Queen of Pentacles is saying enjoy your freedom, enjoy your independence, enjoy where you currently are. Don't kind of look for love or try and force love, and then it will naturally move forward. So I feel over the next 8 weeks something is shifting. I do feel it's with your twin, but there is a possibility for someone to come in, but I feel it's going to come in when you are doing your own thing and not necessarily when you are perhaps looking for love or trying to make it happen. Let's get one more card for you. Anything else you need to know? You were done with the mask wearing. So this is perhaps you thinking, well, I don't want to, I deserve to be number one, you know, because the angels say you are number one, okay, and you are ready to be treated as number one, as priority. And if your twin can't do that right now, you're pulling back. So this may be you saying, well, he can't be with me right now, so I'm going to open up to someone or something else. And the angels say, remember, you are a beautiful, amazing person. Recognize and remember your own worth, that you deserve love. You are psychic and strong and loving, and they would be a fool to let you go. So start loving yourself more in that way, thinking, I'm a catch, I deserve to be loved. And then know that by June, again, it's the Cancer season again, easier times are coming. And you'll look back in June and say, I can now see why it happened the way it did. It will all finally make sense and you'll feel better. So I feel if you get through May, you're going to feel much better. I hope that helps, okay? Panthera, thank you for the donation, honey. Hi, my DM is hermiting. What are his thoughts about our future right now? He has a karmic wife, 3 older kids, and we live on different continents. Him in Norway, me in the US. So he's hermiting, okay, which means he's perhaps struggling to change or face his fears. So what's he going through in his karmic life, okay? What's going on at the moment with his karmic situation? So we've got the 5 of Swords and we've got the Page of Cups, but this is in this deck, it's like fake love. There's no trust there. So there's no trust in that relationship anyway, okay? So he's hiding messages. So I feel he's definitely got messages that you've perhaps sent before on his phone, or he's looking at you somehow. And the karmic partner is aware. Okay, so someone's watching. You say he's got 3 older kids, but I feel there's someone watching is perhaps his wife is perhaps really on the ball with the fact that something isn't sitting right with her. So she's perhaps watching everything he's doing. And that could be why he's hermiting, because he's hiding his messages, he's hiding communication, you know, he's hiding his phone, the sneaky behaviour. And I feel she's clocked that sneaky behaviour. So I feel he's trying his hardest to perhaps not get caught doing something, because he's afraid to change. Okay, so he's perhaps trying to mask that sneaky behaviour, because if he's on his phone looking at you, social media, or looking at messages, or she's clocked that, okay, and there's a lot of negative thinking going on. He feels defeated and depressed there. Things can't, it's like, I can't see how it can change. So I feel like there's 2 things there. He knows that in his head nothing's going to change in that situation, as in he feels like it's not going to improve. He feels like they've come to the end. He does feel like it's done and dusted. But he also doesn't see how he can change. He doesn't know if he's strong enough to be able to walk away. And this is what he's coming to the conclusion of, or this is what he's working through, should I say, between now and the end of May. Okay, so how is he feeling about you? How is he feeling about you? He's working out what to do. In April, where we currently are, 4 of Mind, he's working out what to do. This is why he's hermiting. The 4 of Mind is like reflection. And you got the World. He wants a new phase. He wants a new cycle. So he's preparing to leave behind his past to have a new chapter with you. That's what he wants. So really what he wants to do is to end that karmic cycle. And you're saying his kids are older, so he knows now that he's got the opportunity to have a new life. And the thing is, and I really feel this is the truth, that mistakes or choices or decisions he made earlier in his life, he doesn't have to live with for the rest of his life. And I feel that's what he's coming to the conclusion of, okay? So what else is going on? What else? Okay, we've got move forward quickly, travel, confusion. So the thing is, he's not sure what to do, but once he's come to the understanding of it, once he's got his head around it, and that's why he's hermiting, he'll move forward very quickly to you. And there could be some travel as well, because obviously there's a distance. So this is between, I've got May to August as a timeline here. So I feel like between now and May, he's thinking, and he's still confused in May as to what to do, but there's going to be a movement forward very quickly. So he's either going to travel to you in August, or he's going to reach out between now and then, or something's going to change around that timeline, because he does want you. So when he thinks about you, what does he feel? Okay, he's saying to you, through this love, we are growing into the greatest versions of ourselves. So we can have a beautiful, balanced love relationship and harmonious union. So he sees the future with you as very beautiful, harmonious, everything he's ever wanted. And he does know what he's going through now is preparing him for that. He said, I love you today, always and forever. So he does love you. And he said, I'm learning to love myself so I can be able to properly show you love. And loving himself means choosing himself. Whilst we are apart, I'm realising how much you mean to me. So this hermiting is making him realise what he truly does want. And he's saying, you're the one I want to always be with by my side. So he wants you. And that feeling isn't going away. So yes, he may be coming up with 1,000 reasons why he should stay there. But the one reason why he knows he should leave is because he's in love with you. And that's what you need to know. I hope that helps, okay? Laura, great to see you, honey. Thank you for the donation. Hi, Liz. This is for Daisy D. Thank you. So Daisy says, I can't see your question. Daisy, where is your question, honey? There we are. Hi, Liz. Good morning. Please, current thoughts of our lovely bucket messages. So what is our thinking and feeling about you today? So Laura's saying to you, I've never stopped thinking about you. I feel he's saying I've never stopped loving you. So he's always loved you, okay? But he's saying, I've never stopped thinking about you. You're always on his mind. And you're the one I want to always be by my side. So he wants you by his side. He hasn't stopped loving you. And he's always thinking about you, okay? Now, I know that you like the intimate cards. I've actually got a reading coming up on the channel with these cards as well. I think that was for Monday night. I've channeled that one. I'm only pre-recorded up to Monday, so I'm not in front at all. I love it when you say my name. So when you say his name, however you say that, it turns him on. It excites him, okay? Whether you use his name in a message or in person over a call. Is it hot in here? So he's feeling the kundalini. And I feel that when you say his name, it turns him on. It makes him feel hot, okay? And I am ready to explode. So I feel he's got a lot of emotion in him. He's got a lot of desire in him. He feels like he's that volcano that's about to erupt. So it's like he's bubbling under the surface. Something is about to happen. What else, okay? So twin flames coming through there, okay? So you are twin flames because you are the yin and the yang. You may even see the yin and yang symbol. That's masculine and feminine. That's the energy of the counterparts. Let me just turn these over. They are in love with you and you've got desire. So that just confirms what the cards have said, okay? Because you've got they're in love with you and desire there. But fear holds him back, fear. And I feel he get his fear again involved. He may be involved if he isn't. If he's already involved, that brings up fear because he knows he's got to release that. But if he is single, he's got fear around being involved because he doesn't want to get hurt, okay? And he's nervous around you and he knows he's got to change. You've got the pumpkin as well. So something could be happening around October. Okay, but he's nervous around you. So the pumpkin is like, think about a pumpkin. It starts off as a pumpkin. You can carve it, you can eat it, you can do many things with it. So there's a lot of possibilities with you and he knows that. And that makes him nervous as well. Okay, because you make him feel all kinds of ways. I hope that helps, okay? Joy, thank you for the donation, honey. Lila's, what does my person want to say? So what does your person want to say to you today? So your person is saying, I will come through for you. Love that. So he's coming through as a stag there. I will come through for you, which means he'll do what it takes. He'll do what he needs to do. Whenever that is. He's saying, I hunger for your love. So a lot of passion between the two of you. Desire. And I feel love for you in a very deep way. I can't even explain it. So he does struggle to put it into words what he's feeling. He just feels that deep hunger for you. It's like a deep ache. And you could hear that song by the Righteous Brothers, Out a Ghost, okay? I think it's the Righteous Brothers. So you definitely can't miss out on what and who is meant for you. God is always protecting you and you are never alone. Focus on your blessings. So focus on your blessings at this time because you are going to be together. It will get better. There's a relief there. Look again, it's June. This is a Cancer season I'm picking up on collectively. I feel like a broken record. I keep bringing that timeline up, but it's there again. So relief, okay? It will get better. And you're making it happen, you're manifesting. So I feel he's the magician making things happen. You're relaxing and trusting, especially moving into June, that things are going to improve and get better. What else does he want you to know? Flying out, okay? You've got serious conversation and you've got release. So I feel when you release this to heaven, which I feel you're probably doing anyway, you're going to have a serious conversation. And I feel that's what he's afraid of or struggling with, or because he knows to have a serious conversation with you, he's got to open up. But he wants to make time to talk with you, to share thoughts, to gain a better understanding to each other. And your guidance is to release. It says, let things happen naturally. Don't try to control everything and stress. Avoid stress. It says everything and stress I'm picking up on like avoid that stress. But it says, don't try to control everything and stress out. No. Instead, avoid that stress by trust that things will work out and get guidance from a higher power. So Jesus is with you, your angels are with you, you're not alone. So I just want to bring you an angel card in as well. So you've got divine timing, there you go. And make a wish. Okay, it's all happening. Fell in my bucket, so let me just pull you a couple of bucket messages. You've got ego, but they give me eagle. Okay, so I feel you're seeing eagles, but the ego is in the way from his perspective at this time, but you're being guided by the star. So again, that's saying you're being guided by a higher power. You've got the moon there and the fool. So something could be happening around this full moon. Okay, the fool is that new beginning coming in, and you've got K. Okay, it could be a kiss, could be something else. Okay, but K could be significant there. I hope that helps, okay? I'm just going to nip the bathroom for a break and then I'm going to do Sophia. No more donations so I can catch up. So I'll be back in a second. I've been live for 2 hours, so I need to stretch my legs. Give me a moment. Okay, let me just have a drink. Okay, thank you for bearing with me there. Okay, it's nice to just stretch my legs after 2 hours. So Sophia, thank you for the donation, honey. Sophie says, I didn't do my message on my donation. I'm just looking for your question. Sophie, are you in the chat, honey? What's your question? Okay, what's your question? No more donations, please, guys, so I can catch up, okay? So does anyone know what Sophie Roberts' question is? I don't know if she's there. There she is. Amazing, thank you. Sophie, what's your question, honey? Just pop it in the chat for me. It was just, is there anything for me? Okay, thank you for being here. So anything you need to know, anything specific you want to know, or just in general? This is for Sophie. So we've got shielding. So I feel Archangel Michael is definitely shielding you at this current time and keeping you strong and safe. And you may feel like you've got a lot going on, or this can be when you feel overwhelmed with things. So make sure you're calling on Archangel Michael to shield your energy, okay? Because you may feel like, you know, like you're taking on burdens or other people's pain or struggle, and it may just get overwhelming. You know, you feel this way when you're an empath and you're picking up on all this because you're this light, so you're kind of attracting everything in. It's like people are energy vampires around you as well. So you've got to replenish your energy, but shield yourself from anything toxic or harmful or anyone who's trying to dim your light. Or you know, this can even be when you are an empath and you perhaps feel different about certain words you hear. So, you know, if you like, you might hear a swear word and you're like, oh, I can't cope with that. Or you see violence on the TV and you're like, it feels weird to me now. Or, you know, drinking alcohol. Or these are like things that change as we get more spiritual. So shield yourself from what no longer serves you. So what does Archangel Michael want you to know about this? And I feel you're being protected at this time. So you may be seeing rainbows. You could be seeing 444. Freedom is a gift as well. Okay, so don't take it for granted or resent it. Because the thing is, when we are free, and especially connected with love, you know, when we are perhaps single, for example, and we want to be in union, we can think, why aren't I in union? And then we take our freedom for granted in that moment. And it's like the angel saying your freedom is a gift, whether it's the freedom to go out and go for a walk or do something you enjoy, or it's the fact that you're single or you've got more time or whatever it is. It's an absolute gift. Enjoy that. It's like, for example, say if somebody was unemployed and they really want a job, but they can also enjoy the freedom they've got in that moment to perhaps do something else, like be with the children or whatever. So enjoy the time you've got for yourself at this time and shield yourself. What else do you need to know? What else do you need to know? What does Sophie need to know? You've got Archangel Uriel around you. Allow yourself to feel the truth. And I've definitely got this energy where you are an empath and you are becoming more in tune with that energy. So feeling the truth as being clairsentient. So I feel that you are a clairsentient being, which means you have more feelings, more emotions. You could be more sensitive to things. And that's why you're being guided to shield yourself. But if you feel something is real, trust in that. Okay? Trust what you feel because it's always real. So allow yourself to feel what you're feeling without judgment, without the ego, and then say, yes, I know that's real because it's coming from somewhere deep within me, above me, around me. I know it's the truth. So trust what you're feeling, whether that's about love or work or yourself or other people or anything else. And Archangel Michael is definitely around you, and so is Archangel Uriel, who is the illuminator, illuminating you to things. What else does Archangel Michael want you to know? Lean on God and the angels for support. I love that. So anytime you need anything, call on your angels, call on God, call on Jesus, whoever you need. So you can pray this and say, dear God and the angels, I give you this situation. So anything you're dealing with, any situation, whether it's about money or your career or love or anything you're going through, call on them. You know, even if it's a small thing, to the angels it's big because it matters to you. So I give you this situation now and completely I step out of the way and allow divine miracles to shine through everyone and everything involved. And they're going to bring you a miracle in. And there's a miracle on the way when you start seeing bees. So, for example, if you pray about something and then you start seeing bees, that's your sign that things are shifting. And you've got eternal love at the bottom as well. So you could be a twin flame or you could be connecting with someone. But as I'm giving you a general message, I feel this is reminding you that you are an eternal being, that you're one with all that was, is, and ever will be. And you are strong. So shield yourself. I hope that helps, okay? And great to have you here as well. Great to have everyone here. Thank you all for your love and support. Wish right now, thank you for the donation, honey. DM's feelings, what's happening in his life, next action. So what's happening in your DM's life, okay? What's happening in your DM's life? Flying out, okay? You've got the Page of Swords and you've got the Page of Wands. So 2 communication cards, and the Page of Wands is in reverse. So what I'm feeling is, in that karmic situation he's in, or whatever he's dealing with right now, They're barely talking to each other. So behind closed doors, it's routine and cold, okay? It's not warm and happy. And because especially with this card, the page of wands being in reverse, because this would be like if he's doing things to create a temporary feeling of happiness or satisfaction. And I feel there's not really much like that going on either. So I feel he's not happy in his life. I feel there's a lot of struggle around him. He's struggling to communicate with you, but he's also struggling to communicate with anyone else as well. So he's struggling a lot with being open and vulnerable with pretty much everyone he's dealing with. So he's very closed down. I feel that's really what he's letting you know. He's closed down his feelings, or he's closed down his heart a little bit. He's asking you not to give up on him because he knows he's a work in progress. It's like he's saying, I know I've got lessons to learn. I know I need to step up and do something. I know I need to take action. I know I need to do something. Please don't give up on me. So he's asking you not to give up, okay? You may see polar bears as well. What else does he want you to know? He's saying, I'm finding my true divine masculine power so he can step up into that role and change his life and speak his truth and do all the things he's currently trying to not do, okay? And he's saying, we will have a life together in this lifetime. And I feel that's come out for you because you may doubt that. And you may obviously think, when? And the angels say, we'll be in this lifetime, but you're also learning to surrender and let go. Okay, so your guidance is to make adjustments that suit your health and well-being. Instead of perhaps thinking, I'm going to wait for my DM, or I'm going to think about what he wants, so do you. Think of others, but always do what's right for you from a place of self-knowing and self-respect. And then you're not doing it from ego, from greed or selfishness or wanting your twin, or, you're doing it for you. So this is about you putting yourself first and thinking about you. And that's the most important thing at this time. So think outside the box. You are connected in other ways. He does think about you intimately, and he does love you. He loves all of you, all of your body, all of you, because you are the divine feminine and he is the divine masculine. And that's what you're being reminded of. I hope that helps, okay? And then you've donated again. So I can see I've got Daniel there, but I'm going to do your other donation because I can see they're together really. And then you're getting them together. So you put hotel job message, online business message, DM thoughts on business. Okay, so I'm going to use this step. No more donations, please, so I can catch up. So hotel job message. Okay. Online business message. And DM's thoughts on your business, okay? So for your hotel job, you've got bright ideas. Okay, so with that job, you may get some bright ideas, some illumination, some things popping into your head about what to do, but there's some regret there as well. Okay, so this could be like perhaps thinking, I don't want to if I walk away from this hotel job, I don't want to regret doing that because it may not be the right thing to do. Okay, so I feel you've got to follow your heart. Whatever these bright ideas are, let them move into your energy rather than perhaps thinking the worst. So I feel this is like you're being perhaps guided towards your online business more, but you may feel stuck in the past in some way. So let me just see what the other cards are, because your DM is saying you need to take a break. So that's what your DM is thinking about your business. You need to take a break. Now that could be that you just need a day off, or you just need a holiday, or you just need to reevaluate things a bit more. That's what your DM's guidance is. And I feel that's about your life in general, not even about your business. It's like you need a rest. You need some time off. So if you've been working hard and doing a lot, you need some time for yourself. It may even be that he wants to take a break in some way because he's got to work out what he wants, remember. So thoughts on, you've got the online business, you've got fun, laughter and divine timing. So maybe focus more on fun and laughter. What I'm picking up on here is I feel you need to have some fun and bring laughter into your life. So you may need a holiday, or you may need a rest from this. Perhaps you feel overworked, or you're feeling stressed out. You may even feel like you get more laughter and fun from your online business, and that's moving forward in divine timing. So it could stress you out, and then you go into regret thinking, well, I don't want to regret walking away from the hotel job, because there is a bright idea to, it's a good idea to stay there because it brings money in or whatever it gives to you. So I feel you're very conflicted about perhaps what to do, and you need a rest or a break to actually go within and meditate and think about it. So I feel you actually need some time off or time for yourself. I hope that helps, okay? Lise, thank you for the donation. Hold an Archangel or Goddess card, please. And obviously I connect with your angels. So what do you need to know for the weekend? Well, your journey is in divine timing, so make a wish. Think about what you want. Perhaps this is a great time for you to update your vision board and make a wish. Think about what you want, and then have faith that knowing it's in divine timing. So I feel that's just like a general message for you, that what you want is on the way. And you've got chakra alignment. So you may also need to cleanse your chakras this weekend. Okay, so do a chakra cleanse, and that will move you more into alignment with yourself and your twin and your journey, and move you towards everything you want. So perhaps rest a bit this weekend, do a chakra cleanse, update your vision board, make a wish, trust the process, trust in divine timing. Something could also be happening this weekend that's in divine timing. Now, your twin is working things out, okay, or that's what you need to know. So someone around you who's connected with your energy is working something out, and you're being guided to meditate, connect in the 5D and focus on you. And again, that can be where that chakra cleanse comes in. So creative projects, important at this time. Think about you more doing you, because everything you're experiencing is for the greatest good. Your soul is expanding and you are evolving, so be proud of yourself. Be proud of your transformation and grateful for the lessons and the growth. Okay, so an Archangel card for you. What do you need to know? What's the message for you? Straight out, you got sensitivity. So Archangel Honiel is saying to you, you are extra sensitive to energies and emotions right now. Honor yourself and your feelings. So between now and the full moon, you may feel emotional. Okay, you may feel a bit more sensitive. And that can be because you are an empath as well, remember. And so I want to bring Archangel Honiel in a bit more here. So anything else you need to know? Let yourself rest, switch off your phone and have a break from technology. So it may really benefit you to do that over the weekend, even if it's just for a few hours. And you will love so much by God. Find peace in that truth. So you love so much. God loves you. I hope that helps, okay? We've got Stella, thank you for the donation, honey. Hi, Liz and angels. Sorry, hi, Liz, and angels. Important messages from God and my angels, and deep messages from my DM, please. So what's going on with your DM? They will leave the karmic, whatever that is. So whatever it is they're stuck in, dealing with, or stressed out by, they're going to leave that behind, okay? And this could be something they're working on between now and August, to step into their divine power. And they also feel your divine power. So I feel you are in your divine power. Oh yeah, I did Daniel. Sorry, I've missed Daniel. Sorry, Daniel, I went straight to wish right now, and I'll do you at next, okay? I'm sorry. My bad, okay? My mistake. I jumped, didn't I, from wish right now to Lise. So I'll do you in a minute, Daniel. Sorry, honey. I do see you, okay? So sorry about that, Stella. So divine power, okay? So stepping into your divine power, I feel this is you. Okay, I feel this is you, and then I feel that he can feel your divine power, and that's helping him to step into his divine power, to leave behind whatever this karmic situation is, okay? What else? What's the important message for you? You need to know. Look on the bright side. So I feel this is what God and your angels are saying to you. Okay, the sun is the happiness. There's happiness around you. It's going to be a happy outcome. What you want is coming in. Blessings on the horizon you can't yet see. So look on the bright side of everything that's happening. There's a lot of happiness in your life. What else do you need to know? You've got 5 of hearts. They are miserable without you. Send them love in the 5D. So your twin is really missing you at this current time. And he's feeling miserable without you. And he's picking up on your power, remember. And that's making him grow up. Your glow up makes him grow up. He's saying to you, I may deny it, I may not show it, but I'm still in love with you. I just can't get enough of you. So he can't get enough of you. I feel that's dreaming about you, thinking about you. You're constantly on his mind. He's fantasizing about you. Again, May could be a challenge, because I am feeling May's a little bit of a challenge collectively. Anything else you need to know? There's good news coming in, though, because he is taking control as a magician. I feel the more you take control, the more good news comes in anyway. Let's get one more card. No more donations, please, guys. I'm doing Daniel next, okay? And he does want you. And you are wanted. He's saying, you are my deepest desire. I can't keep my hands off of you. So in his fantasies and dreams, he's touching you. And when you come together, he's going to be touching you, because he wants you. So you're going to feel all this kundalini. So I feel the message is what you want is coming. Just have patience with the way. Let me just see if I can get a timing for you. Is there any timing coming through for you with this? Scorpio season, very significant. Don't give up. You're going to be shown 2222 or 222. So don't give up, because something big is shifting in the Scorpio season. That's October, November. I hope that helps, okay? Yeah, Daniel, I'm so sorry, honey, I missed you out because I went to Wish right now, so I didn't do 2 separate messages, and then you were in the middle of there. So I'm going to do Daniel next. So I am sorry, honey. Thank you for bringing that to my attention. So good morning, Liz. Messages from my love, Jennifer. And how does she feel about me? And thank you for donating, honey. So how does Jennifer feel about you? Jennifer's saying everything about you excites me, okay? So she gets turned on when she thinks about you, when she thinks about the person you are, the way you make her feel, you make her heartbeat faster. And she said, I keep soldiering on every day because I have this beautiful vision of a life with you that I'm working towards. So she's working towards being with you. And she said, I keep soldiering on every day, which means she's just going on with things and having these visions of being with you. And she feels excited when she has those feelings of you. So what's she going to do about it? Okay, what's she going to do about it? What's going to happen? We've got, they know that you'll be together. So she does know you're going to be together eventually, even though it's taking time, because the Knight of Power is slow moving energy, okay? What else is going on? They're working things out. So she's working out what to do. So I feel she's at this crossroads. The Four of Ego is where we are in April, and she's reflecting on what to do. So the angels say, meditate, connect in the 5D and focus on you, any creative projects or work or other things you've got going on, and think about you more, which you probably are doing, to be honest. And I feel it's moving her towards you. So anything else she wants you to know? Yeah, influencers. She wants you to know as well that she does watch you. So I feel she's watching you online, or she's watching you in somehow, and you have an influence on her life. You know, the way you are as a person influences her. She feels like she's still learning lessons, and she does get jealous when it comes to you as well. She does wonder what you're doing new year round, especially if you are an influencer in your own way. So this could be social media, it could be at work. You know, if you are around people, you know, she is thinking about what's going on there. So I feel like she does get a bit jealous. You know, her claws come out a little bit when she thinks that you could be with someone else. And she's also sorting out money, finances, getting things in order because she's focused on doing it right. So she is dealing with the struggles. She is trying to overcome whatever it is she's dealing with to actually be with you. So I just want to see what her intention is. What's her intention? Well, she knows she's going to be with you. She said, I just can't seem to shake you or want to hold your hand in public, and I'm going to add you on Instagram. So whether it's Instagram or some other social media platform, there's going to be, the next thing will be some kind of social media interaction. I hope that helps, okay? And thank you for bearing with me there. Pooja, thank you for the donation. Hi, Liz, booking messages, what's coming towards me in 15 days? What's coming towards you in 15 days? You've got an M coming through. Now we've got a moon, haven't we? We've got the full moon in 15 days. You've got books, so you could actually receive messages, M for messages. You could receive messages or guidance in books, whether you're drawn to them or you're reading them or you're becoming aware of something. You've got mutual friends. Okay, so this could be like you spend time with friends or mutual friends, which means you and your masculine could know the same circle or be involved in the same circle of people. And isn't this interesting? You got blank heart. Didn't even know that was in there. I'll leave it in there though, because I feel the messages. You've just got to allow what's coming to you to come to you without trying to control or force anything. So it's like it's a blank canvas. What do you want to happen? Manifest it. Set your intentions, think, what do I want to happen in the next 15 days? And then let it unfold naturally, let the universe create it. So this is like you having a blank canvas and holding the pen and being able to write your desires down. Okay, but sit with them and think about how M resonates with you. Let me pull you a card as well. What's coming towards you? Something's going to move towards you quickly. You could have travel coming in as well. Now this could be over the next 8 weeks. Okay, and obviously you're asking for 15 days, but there could be an opportunity to travel and you've got happiness. You've got to look on the bright side. Now, this was in reverse because I feel between now and the full moon, there could be some illusion around. You could be struggling a bit, but you've got to look on the bright side. Remember, everything happens for a reason and you were safe. I hope that helps, okay? We've got Divian, thank you for the donation, honey. Does Arjan stalk me? What status his feelings? Does he stalk me? So you mean, does he watch your social media? Is he around where you are? What's going on with him? Okay, what does he want you to know? He's growing up spiritually. He's still learning lessons. So if he is stalking you, there's nothing wrong with that. If you quite like him watching you or whatever, if you want him to be watching you, but he's learning his lessons. So I feel he will perhaps make mistakes and do things that perhaps sabotage things or cause a problem, not because he's doing that on purpose, but because he's still learning lessons. So really that's a message saying he's still not quite ready for you, okay? He's saying, my dear love, so he sees you as his dearest love. This season of our lives that we are in, which is spring, okay, that's what I'm seeing it as. You may be in a different season, but I'm seeing it as now, okay? Us being in physical separation or something not moving forward or whatever's going on, this too shall pass. So it's like he's saying to you, whatever the circumstances are right now, they're going to change, okay? And I'm learning what I need to learn to change, to come forward correctly or to be around you in a more mature way, okay? So I feel he's growing up. So does he stalk you? You got a Tower moment. Okay, so I feel that if he is watching you, it's because he's feeling lost. He's feeling like something's falling apart in his life. He may be feeling like he's falling apart without you. I mean, it's not a direct confirmation that he's stalking you, but if you feel something, then trust in what you're feeling. Okay, and I do feel he's going through a lot of change right now, and that's growing him up spiritually. So what are his feelings towards you? Okay, and he feels like you're his dearest love. I want to get a feeling. What's his feeling? Our time apart is building a strong foundation for our future life together. So it's like he's letting you know that even when he's feeling emotion, he's got to learn, because that's how you build a foundation for the future. So I feel that he sees you as his future, but he isn't ready yet. That's the message. And I haven't got anything directly coming through saying he's stalking you, but I feel you've got to trust what you feel inside there. I hope that helps, okay? Sonu, thank you for the donation. What is there in Malar's feelings and intentions for Sunita? So what does he feel for you? What does he feel for you? He's saying, I hope you can see through the illusion. Okay, because there may be some illusion like on social media. It may seem like everything in his life is okay or wonderful. He's saying, I hope you can see through that. And blessings are coming. And he may be working on his blessings at this time. He could be working on his money, his job, his career, his success, his stability. It's like he's building something in his life, okay? And I feel he's been working on that since December. So perhaps something he's been working on since December is now coming to fruition. Okay, so like if he's got a project, for example, or something he's doing at work, then he's moving towards that. He's receiving rewards for it, abundance, money. So I feel he's working on something aside from you that he's actually getting the abundance for now, or the rewards for now, okay? I feel that's what he's definitely doing there. So how is he feeling? No more donations, please, so I can catch up, guys. I'm still an hour behind, okay? That's why I've said no more donations. So everything is going to be okay. That's what you need to know. No matter what's happening at this current time, everything's going to be okay. And he's saying that to you, everything is going to be okay for us. During this time apart, love life, it says, during this time of being apart, love life and live your life in joy. So it's like he's saying to you, you love your life and live your life, and when the time is right, we're going to be together. Okay, he's busy with work. I feel he is busy with work, yeah. So bucket messages. So his intention is to be with you when the time is right, okay? So you've got M coming through, which could be about marriage. This could be what his intention is, to be married to you. And obviously you've got M, which is for Malar as well. You make him feel whole again. When he's around you, he feels that way. And you're being guided at this time to trust the process, especially over the next 6 months, okay? And we got sound there. So I feel you're going to receive messages of music, readings, sounds you hear are going to get your attention. And you've got a divorce there. Okay, so this could be he's got fears around getting married and getting divorced. That could be like a big fear he's got. So he may know people who've got divorced, or maybe that's like something that's taboo in his beliefs, okay? Or he could be married and needs a divorce, so take it out, resonates with you. But I feel that something is shifting within the next 6 months that you need to be aware of. I hope that helps, okay? No more donations, please, guys, so I can catch up, okay? My mods are putting it in the chat for me, okay? Stella, thank you so much for gifting that membership to Natalia. To Natalia. So you gifted the membership to Natalia. Thank you, honey. Jacinta, thank you for the donation. Jacinta says, where's your question? Jacinta, are you in the chat, honey? What's your question? Can't see your question. I can see you talking to Victor there. And Victor says, pop your question in the chat. Well, I can't see your question. You put, I did. Well, it's not showing up, okay? So, Jacinta, we need your question. Can't see Jacinta, okay. So, Jacinta, you need to put your question in. I'm just going to do quickly High Priestess and come back to Jacinta. So, High Priestess, thank you for your donation, honey. What message does Carlos have for me today? What does Carlos want you to know today? So, he's saying to you, I'm working out what to do to end a cycle. Okay, I want to end a past cycle to actually have a new chapter with you. So he's working out how to do that. He knows he's got to end something to move forward towards you, okay? So what else? Yeah, Crystal Properties. He wants to get clear with you about something. He's gaining clarity on something at this time because he wants you and him forever. So I feel he's gaining clarity on how to say to you that he wants you in his life forever, and he's loving himself first to do that. Now I feel the rose is about an apology. So I feel he is going to apologise for what's happened between you, and he's gaining clarity on that. And he knows he's got to love himself first to choose himself that leads to you. So I feel he's going to make a decision to choose himself. That means to stand up to people in his life or end things he needs to end, or to be able to move forward towards you the right way, because he wants you and him forever, and that's how he sees you. What else does he want you to know? Nothing and nobody can truly keep us away from each other. So if there is something or someone in the way, it's not going to stop you forever. And it's always been you. I can't help the way I feel. So he's never stopped loving you. Okay, what's your guidance at this time? What's your guidance at this time? You got everything you're experiencing is for the greatest good. So this is really about you both learning required lessons, okay? Your soul is expanding and you are evolving. So be proud of who you are, your transformation, and grateful for the lessons and the growth. But he is gaining clarity on how to move towards you forever. That's what he wants. And he's working out how to end some kind of cycle he's in. I hope that helps. That's what he's doing now in April, okay? Jacinta says, Mum's sister said, doctor is a proposal. He lives in England. I said no. I want my twin only. Okay, so your mum's sister is trying to fix you up with someone. Is that what you're saying? Is my mum upset about me saying no? How does she feel about it? Well, really, it's your life. Okay, so you've got to do what's right for you. Even if it upsets your mum, you can't think, right, I'm going to just do that because it's going to bring peace into my mum when she's going through things. It's about you following your heart. You've got to do what's right for you. Okay, so you've got to listen to your own heart, okay? So what's your twin wanting you to know? So your twin is always thinking about you. He's in deep thought about you at this current time, okay? And he will take action and travel towards you when the time is right. So when he's done with his thinking and processing and working things out, he's going to take action towards you. And that may be what you're waiting for. You might think, well, he isn't doing anything, so should I marry this other person or get with this other person? And he will take action when he's ready, when the time is right, okay? And it may be when you're just about on the verge of giving up. What else do you need to know? You were divinely protected. Remember, delays are necessary. You were divinely protected. So there is a delay in your connection for a reason. Which means if it was meant to be happening now, it would be happening now. So you've got to trust in God's plan and God's timing. And remember, there's always a delay. And I feel what's going on with your mum's sister is she wants you to be happy. Perhaps she thinks that you have to be in a relationship to be happy. And that's not the truth at all, is it? That's like fear. If you think you can only be happy in a relationship, that's coming from fear, not love. So she may have her own fears around love, depending on her own circumstances. And she's perhaps thinking, oh, do I need to, she perhaps feels that way about herself. So I don't think it's about you at all. She wants you to be happy, yes, but I don't feel it's actually the right thing for you. And you've got to accept yourself. You've got to do what's right for you. And I feel that there will be acceptance. What I'm picking up here is I feel your mum will accept what you want. So I feel your mum will be okay. Regardless, because she's going to accept what you want because it's your life, okay? And you're saying, well, yeah, and I've just told you that, okay? I've just already told you that. He's in hermit mode. When he's ready, he'll move forward. I've just said that to you. But you've got to also trust in divine timing, because you can't force it or rush it. It's on God's timing. And currently you're being protected, okay? I think you need to go back and listen again. I hope that helps, okay? SS, thank you for the donation. Dealers, what's the guidance for me and my twin who is in a karmic relationship? What's ahead for us? So what's going on in that karmic relationship? What's going on in that karmic relationship? What do you need to know? Well, you got the passion is dead there. He's there because of loyalty, loyalty because of obligation and duty. So loyalty out of duty and obligation is not real love. He feels immense guilt. Okay, so he feels very guilty about leaving or changing or wanting you. And he's there because of whatever his obligation is. So that could be if he's married or he's got kids or he's got financial obligations or whatever it is, however that karmic situation is. So he's only there because he feels obligated. There's no love there. The passion is dead and he's craving more. Okay, that's what's going on with him there. So what else is going on? Yeah, he's miserable, definitely fed up, stressed out. He's in a bit of a mess, really. So that's how he's feeling about there. So what's ahead for you and how's he feeling about you? Look, just me and you. And he goes into fantasies about you, dreams about you. He wants you, just me and you. He only wants you, okay? And you've got influencer and a love witch oracle, which is actually the credit. So I feel you've got to give him credit at this time because he is growing up and learning. I didn't even know I put that in there, okay? That needs to come out. That's the credit. So influencer. He says, I want to be true to myself. I want to remember who I am, okay? It extends beyond what's visible. So what I'm feeling with this is he may seem on the surface like he's living his best life, where everything's okay, and he's influencing perhaps what people think or see, but that's not the truth. He wants to be true to himself. And when he's true to himself, he knows that you're the one that has an influence on his life, and he wants it to be just you and him. Okay, so what else is going on? So at the moment, he's trying to work out how to free himself up because he wants to be free and he's miserable there, but he feels like he's got a sense of duty to be that. He will come through for you, though. He is going to do what he needs to do, and you've got to have faith in that. So what's your guidance at this time? You are strong and independent and true. That means you're true to yourself. You know who you are. And you are a true inspiration to all. So shine your light bright like the lighthouse and stand strong and tall. Okay, you'll glow what makes them glow up, or grow up. So when you're operating in your power and you're living an authentic life, that makes them want to do the same thing. So what else is going on with you both? He's in ego. Don't let your ego deceive you, thinking everything's wonderful there when it isn't. And his ego is in the way, saying, oh, I've got to stay here because of my obligations. And that's also ego. And he's eager for you because he's hungry for your love. So there's a lot of desire there. So you both want each other. However, at this current time, the ego is in the way. And you've got to let this unfold naturally. I hope that helps, okay? So he does want you, even though he feels stuck at this time. Priyanka, thank you for the donation. May bucket messages for me related to love and career. What do you need to know? Okay, so Jesus is with you, okay? And you may even see pictures of Jesus as well, okay? Because I feel Jesus is one of your guides at this current time. Now, you've got next month here, which is obviously May, so that's interesting. Okay, always blows me away when we get these out, how accurate they are. So we've got next month, which is May, okay? And do something you love. So I feel that in May, as long as you're doing things you love, you're going to feel better. Do something you love because that puts you into your power. You can also receive a very important email as well. You've got sacral chakra coming through. So lots of kundalini, lots of passion, desire. You are protected and safe at this time, and all paths lead home. So what you need to know about love is that the person that's meant to be with you will come back to you because all paths lead back to you. And in the meantime, you are protected and safe. So in May, if things aren't perhaps moving forward the way you want them to, just know that all paths lead home. You'll both be feeling it in your sacral chakra, so you're going to feel all the desire. And you've got goat as well. Now, we move into the year of the goat next year, so that could be really significant for you. They give me fear. A lot of fear around that. Perhaps you're worrying about timelines. But the goat is coming through in May saying to you, do what you love. Because the goat is about adventure. So if you do things you love, it's going to open all the doors for you. You've also got Taurus, and we're in Taurus season. Taurus season ends on the 20th of May. So between now and the 20th of May, focus on doing what you love. And that will bring balance and justice into your life. And maybe even things that are traditional as well. This could be if you've got perhaps an event coming up that's traditional, or you could wear traditional clothes or things like that. And you got reindeer, because the reindeer is really like the stag, so it's a promise of union. It's also about magic and fun, and think about Rudolph the Red-Nosed Reindeer, or the reindeers pulling the sleigh at Christmas. It's very magical. So I feel this about travel as well, and movement, and you doing things that you enjoy, because that brings colour into your life. And you may see lots of animals that give you signs. Okay, you see animals on this journey for a reason, and these could be colourful animals. So you could see like a peacock, or like a flamingo or something like that. And you got a truck as well, which could be about movement. So I feel that there's movement coming in when you do things you love, and that's in career and in love. I hope that helps. Okay. CC Lynn, thank you for the donation, honey. How does my love feel today? So how does your love feel today? How does your love feel today? He's saying to you, I feel stuck right now. So today he feels stuck. He feels like there's a block there. Or they give me an itchy eye as well, because he wants to change what he's looking at. So what's your guidance? He says, give him space and time to make a decision and pull back until he does. So today it's like not the right time for anything to happen, because he feels stuck. So he may be feeling a bit sorry for himself, okay? It's always been you. He can't help the way he feels. So he loves you. He can't help that. And he's always wanted you, but he feels stuck. Okay, so I feel the guidance is to just give him space at this current time. When else does he want you to know? And that may be how he's feeling at for this weekend, just a bit stuck. Yeah, and he knows, the thing is, he knows how experienced you are from a spiritual level. So he feels like you're way more experienced than he is in this journey. So he feels like you're more spiritual than he is. You've got your life together. You're independent with that cat there. That's how he feels. And he feels like you're very mature, and he feels quite immature when it comes to you. So he knows he's got to grow up to level up to meet you at your level. That's what he knows. So you also push him to change. You push him to become his best version. You make him feel that way. He's saying, I hate wearing a mask. So he feels stuck wearing a mask. He feels like that's what he's doing. And he's saying, I am manifesting a future with you. Could be some changes coming in around July, but I feel currently he feels stuck. Okay, so he isn't giving much away today, really, because he's in his own head about things. He said, I need to forgive myself. I'm too angry right now. Let me cool down. So he's angry to himself about something, and he needs to cool down and forgive himself. So I feel he's not in the right energy to be around you today. And that doesn't mean that you're not going to feel love and joy and, when you're connecting with him. It just means physically, if he coming around you right now, he'd probably be lashing out at you. Or because remember, hurt people. And it's nothing to do with you. It's about his own self. So focus on you. Do you. Let the angels guide you, okay? What's the message for you for the weekend? Patience. Because you're probably going to feel his energy. So if you feel all this anger or frustration, it's coming from him. I hope that helps, okay? I think I'm nearly at the top of the chat. Emily G, thank you for your donation, honey. Hi, Liz, how did Dee feel about us at work today? How did Dee feel about you at work today? He's had a restless night over it, or he will, or he has, or, depending what the time is. So if you're saying, how do you feel about us at work today? If it's still day, he's going to be having a restless night tonight, or he's having a restless night now, which means you're on his mind. So in other words, he's thinking about you. So he's thinking about you today, okay? And he's worried. He's worried you're going to move on. He's worried that you could be with someone else, or you're going to meet someone else, or he's panicking about that. So I feel he may have even had a nightmare where he's dreamt that you've been with someone else, or you moved on, and he's got his attention. Okay, so there's nightmares going on, lucid dreams. He's saying, I just want to hold you in my arms. That's what he wants. That's how he feels. That's how it's made him feel. I'm doing this for us. Trust me, I'll make us happen. So whenever he's doing it, it's happening for a reason, okay? How did he feel about you at work today? Happiness. And also that you look on the bright side, that you see the good in everything, okay? That you are a positive person, and that delays are necessary for protection. So there is delays at this current time. But I feel he's had a sleepless night, and he could have had a very vivid kind of nightmare dream where you moved on in this dream and it made him feel cold inside. I hope that helps, okay? Cece, thank you for the donation. Hi, Liz, guidance on why the water bottle suddenly spilled in my work bag and it got my gratitude journal and planner wet. He was going so well today. Well, that doesn't mean anything bad. I feel there's a cleansing happening. I feel it's cleansing you. I feel that's cleansing what you're grateful for. It's creating a cleansing. Water is cleansing. So I'm seeing that actually as a good thing, even though you probably saw it as, oh no. You know, remember, you've got a choice whether you view something as good or bad. Light or dark, right or wrong, okay? I'm going to bring you, yeah, there it is. We got freedom. And I feel it's about you having freedom, like to choose how you feel about things. So instead of saying, oh, that was bad, you know, say, do you know what? That's brought a cleansing it. It's showing me that what I'm being grateful for is cleansing me. So you need to have more flexibility with your schedule and income. Being self-employed is ideal. Time off will help you get clear. So you may just be getting clear on what you want at this current time. And you're going through a cleansing. And that water spilling in your bag is a huge sign of cleansing, okay? So I'm not seeing that as a bad thing at all. What else do you need to know? You've got stay and you've got think about it. So again, this is about thinking about what you want. And that could even be about where you are, staying where you are. But I'm getting this as like connecting with your angels, perhaps connecting with your twin in the 5D, you know, relaxing a bit more. But you may just need to kind of stay where you are and think about things. But I'm seeing this as a cleansing. I'm not seeing this as a bad thing at all. Remember, you have a choice whether you say that's good or bad. It's like in The Secret, the film. It shows you a woman having the same woman and the same day. It shows a good day and a bad day. It shows you she gets out of bed, she goes in the bathroom and she, you know, she's run out of toothpaste. She starts having a panic, puts her tights on, ladders them, panicking, going out, everything's going wrong. Or the same things happen in the same order, but instead of panicking, she's like, she just gets on with it anyway. She says, I won't wear tights today. I'll just use my finger to clean my teeth. It's okay. And she's, you know, seeing it differently. So always got a choice how you feel. I hope that helps, okay? We got Shavika, thank you for the donation. Once you feel watching my Insta post and my karmic thoughts. So when you say your karmic thoughts, do you mean what's your karmic partner thinking? Or do you mean what are your thoughts about your karmic situation? Okay, let's bring in a message about your karmic thoughts. Or let's bring again your karmic's thoughts. That's what I'm picking up on. Your karmic partner's thoughts towards you. Okay. Is that what I think that's what you're asking me? Okay. You don't talk anymore. So maybe you've shut down and you're not talking to them anymore. And that's how they feel about you. Okay. That you're not talking anymore. That you don't want them anymore. Because he's saying you don't want me, you want him, okay? So really this is like your karmic partner knowing that your feelings are elsewhere. You don't talk to me anymore, you don't want me anymore. So there's a little bit of inner child healing that needs to take place there. It's like your karmic partner's feeling very lost and hurt as well inside, okay? But knows you have a loving heart, okay? So your karmic partner knows that you are loving and kind, okay? And a beautiful person. So it's like they can't stay mad at you or anything like that because the person you are, you have a loving heart, even, and it hurts even more that you aren't perhaps loving them anymore or talking to them anymore. Yeah, I'm hurting too. So your karmic partner is hurting, okay, because you have a loving heart and you're not giving them that love. So it's hurting them, okay? That's what I've got going on there. Let's see what, because I see you've said there, what's T feeling, what's my karmic thoughts towards me? Okay. So that's what your karmic partner is thinking towards you, that you don't want him anymore, that you're not talking to him anymore, that you have a very loving heart and that's why it hurts, okay? Because your karmic knows the person you can be and you're not giving that side of yourself to them anymore, okay? And you're saying, what does T feel watching your Instagram posts, okay? So what does he feel when he's watching your Instagram? He's working out what to do and he's worried you'll move on. So when he's watching you on Instagram, he sees that you are very beautiful and dynamic and confident and sexy and everything you're doing. And he's really worried that if he doesn't get a move on, you're going to be with someone else because obviously he knows you're moving on from where you currently are, which makes you free and single. So he's worried that you're going to move on with someone else. So as much as he likes watching you, he also goes into a panic, thinking that you could be with someone else. And that's why he's working out what to do. And this is April energy. I hope that helps, okay? Nat, thank you for the donation. Hi, Liz, if you have time only, message from DM today. So what's your masculine want you to know? I'm at the top of the chat now, I think, anyway. So here I am. So they're going through major stress, struggling upheaval, and it's all part of the process that leads to you, but it's making him feel like a failure. So today he feels like a failure. So he's perhaps going over his life thinking, oh, I haven't done that yet, or why is that failed? Or, so he's feeling like this is a bit like victim mentality. And he's being strategic about what to do. He is making a plan to see you or to connect with you or come to you or whatever he needs to do to be with you. But he's being strategic about it. So he could come across as distant or cool or like he doesn't care. But really he's in his head working things out. Okay, so he's definitely going through a tower moment, moving into May. And he is your emperor. So the message is, they're your truth and you are theirs, and the truth can't be denied. So we can't deny the truth. The truth is that you are in love with each other. And he wants to be with you, and his life is falling apart, and it is happening for the right reasons, and he knows it is, but it is making him feel like a failure. And that's why he's being strategic about what he's doing, okay? So he's working out what to do. What else is he thinking about? Yeah, he's saying, please know that I love and care for you deeply. And I feel he's saying that to you because he's coming up as the King of Swords, who is very strategic, indifferent, overthinking. So they come across like indifferent, like, you perhaps don't know how he feels about you, and he's saying, I love you and I care about you very deeply. I'm just doing it strategically. And that could be if he's leaving a karmic cycle. That could be that tower moment. What else? Yeah, he's learning. He's still growing up, okay? He's still growing up spiritually. So trust in that. He's still learning and doing things his way because he needs to learn his own lessons. Anything else you need to know? You've got to embrace. He wants to embrace you. He wants to embrace you, this love. He wants to be close to you. He wants to feel you next to him, all of that. And as I look at the clock, my time, it's 11:11. Big awakening. I hope that helps, okay? Let's do, Donna says, hi Liz, are there any messages regarding Mark's karmic situation with his family? Because I picked up on the chase energy. Oh, sorry, chaos energy. Chase, maybe you're picking up on the fact that he wants to chase you, okay? So there's an unstable foundation. What looks solid on the outside is crumbling on the inside. So I'm definitely feeling like whatever he's dealing with in his situation, it's unstable. And perhaps that's why he's there a lot, or that's why he's giving his daughter attention, or because she's unstable in some way. And that could be emotionally unstable, or it could be financially unstable. So he feels like he's got a duty there to protect her or something. But he's at crossroads in his life, okay? And he will fight for you. Again, there's this kind of message letting you know that when the time is right, he's going to fight for you. He's just at that crossroads about everything. He's been this way since February. February to July, it's like this. Okay, I need to choose my path and fight for what I want. And that's you. And that's what he is planning on doing, okay? So what else do you need to know? We've got marriage there. Look, marriage, inner child. So his inner child is craving marriage with you. He wants you. And he's on top of the world when he thinks about that with you. So he knows what he needs to do. But again, his inner child can be struggling with like what's going on with his daughter, his family. But I feel that this is showing you that when he does marry you, you're going to be on top of the world. And that's probably what your inner child is craving. So you could also be going through some inner child healing at this time. Let's bring a song in. So what song does he want to bring in for you? What song? Return to sender, let them contact you. So I feel that's definitely what you're learning, to let him come to you. And that may make you feel a bit useless, because you may be climbing the walls thinking there's so many things I can do to help him or to guide him, but I feel stuck in a way, and you're being part of the solution just by being you. So I feel this is reminding you that if you ever feel that way, like you feel like you're a bit useless or what am I supposed to do? Focus on service, focus on other things. Okay, because you have so much love inside of you to give to him and so much support you can give to him, but I feel he's got to do it by himself. That's what I'm picking up on with these songs. Not necessarily the meanings, what it says on the card. It's more, he's like asking you to trust him to deal with it and to find his own solution to this, because it's part of his mission. And you got, where are you now? So he is wondering where you are. Okay, love that song. And I want to say hi, hello again. So he is wondering where you are now. He does want to say hi again, obviously. This is coming in between now and July. But he's got to be the solution. He's got to find the solution. And that means he's got to contact you, obviously. Let's do one more card. Anything else you need to know? Anything else you need to know? Life is not the same without you. And I miss all the little things and everything else about you. So he is missing you and thinking about you and all of that. However, he's got to deal with this karmic cycle as well. I hope that helps, okay? Antonio, thank you for the donation. Hi, Liz, we have a message from my DF, Jennifer. So what does Jennifer want you to know? Our time is coming. I love that. Look at that. Our time is coming. Beautiful. I may be confused about my life and other things, but one thing I am certain of is the way I feel about you. Our time is coming. And my heart calls to your heart. Our time is coming. So you're going to feel it in your heart. You're going to feel it being activated in your heart. So you may have your heart speeding up a bit more, or you may have some palpitations going on. So very powerful. Okay, a lot of spiritual growth happening at this time, and I feel she is resting and rejuvenating and getting her power back. So she may be spending a lot of time sleeping, or having time for herself. She could be on holiday or having some time off. And you hold the world in the palm of your hand, so you're being reminded that you are a manifester. So what's the guidance for you? You got separation as preparation. She is missing you too. Love yourself more. There's your card. You got strength. She's finding the strength to move forward or do something. Okay, so she's finding the strength and courage to speak her truth and make a move. She's becoming brave enough to start again. I hope that helps. Let's see what this one is on the floor. Yeah, she can't talk yet. She needs a bit more time. So focus on you, but she's missing you. I hope that helps, okay? I'm going to do a little collective out the book, okay? So pick a number, guys. 1, 2, or 3. 1, 2, or 3. 1, 2, or 3. Number 1. Okay, I love talking to you. So if you're not talking to your person right now, they are craving contact with you. Number 2. You've got, I did you wrong because I was insecure. So there's going to be an apology coming in. They feel they did you wrong, and it was because of their own fear and insecurity, not because of anything you've done wrong. And pile 3, you've got, I'm having a spiritual awakening. So your person could be seeing 1111. If they're quiet, they're in hermit mode, they're going through a lot of shifts, and you could be dreaming about each other more as well. I hope that helps, okay? Let's do a couple more, then I'm going off, so no more donations, okay? So we're going to do Vava20 says, DM shared a goodbye song. Then after 1 week came back sharing other songs, but blocked me again. What's going on in his heart? What do I need to heal more? Should I message or be silent? Well, if he's blocked you, that's a sign to let him come to you. If he's blocked you, he's stressed out. He feels pressured. He feels overwhelmed. He's not ready. Okay, so the best thing you can do is leave him alone. I know you want to step in and make things happen, but he's got to come back to you, okay? And when he unblocks you, don't rush in with a message, let him come to you. I've done a video on there in the Twin Flames Everything You Need to Know playlist. So the angels say to you, you know who you are. That means own it and believe in yourself. So when you believe in yourself, you know how amazing you are. You know that you are magnificent. You know that you are strong and loving and kind. So why wouldn't he want you? So you must believe in yourself to make it happen. Okay, so remember, you're the Empress in the situation. The Empress does not chase. Okay, the egg allows the sperm to come. Okay, the flower lets the bee pollinate. So this means just sit on your throne like the crown, like the queen that you are, and allow him to come to you. Okay, so what does he want you to know? And the fact that he's sharing things on social media is showing you his mind is in turmoil. Okay, he wants your love, and he's finding the strength to find it. So this is June energy here. So he may be taking action towards you in June. So he's finding the strength and courage to speak his truth to you and make his move, becoming brave enough to start again and have a new beginning. So I feel he's finding the strength now to make a move in June, and you just let things unfold naturally. I hope that helps, okay? We've got Skit says, I've got a friend named Jenna. She is in an argument. Can you say I support Jenna's side? Okay. I think that's, I don't know what that is. I don't know if that's a spam message. We've got, the FC says, what's coming next in career, any job offers? What's coming next for you in career? What's coming next for you in career? You've got prickly situation. Okay, so there could be something prickly going on at this time. So you need both tact and diplomacy to reach your goals. The struggle is worth the price. Work around the issue and use a gentle touch. So you may feel things a bit prickly right now, or perhaps you've even got your defences up. So I feel if you let them down, things will move forward. Is there any job offers coming in? You are understood. So I feel you've already asked the universe for what you want. Now it's about accepting that you may have to learn something new. Or there may be something new coming in that you've got to learn about, okay? So I feel that the message here is, and that's why we could get prickly situation, because you may feel it's a prickly situation, like you're feeling you wanted something to happen or change. So if you've asked for what you want from the universe, and this is like ask, believe, receive. I feel it's like the accept that you are understood is like the angels have heard what you want, and you've probably already said to the universe what you desire, like what type of job you want, or where you want to work, or what type of work you want to do. If you haven't, put that out to the universe, okay, and know that as soon as you ask, it is given. And then the acceptance is like you trusting that something's going to come to you because you're manifesting it, but you may have to learn something new. So this could be you doing a completely new job or a completely new career that you may have to learn about. And you may feel like you're testing the water. And I feel that would also be very beneficial for you, because it would be exciting and it would be something you're enthusiastic about. So to move forward, you may be guided to learn something new. Forgive me, fear. So let go of any fears you may have. Let's use the tarot as well. What else? Okay, you've got, Eight of Pentacles. I feel you are a hard worker, and what you put in, you get out. So I definitely feel that you're going to be putting work and effort into something. And the more you learn, obviously, the more you get out anyway. So you're going to be in work by August, possibly over the next 8 weeks or so anyway. And I feel you could definitely be learning something new that's going to earn you a lot of money. So think about that. I hope that helps, okay? Okay, I've been on for 3 hours and 10 minutes, so I'm going off, guys. I'll be live again, hopefully on Wednesday. Pop on your notification bell. Thank you for liking and being here, and all the donations and my mods and everything else. So have a wonderful day. I'm sending you so much love, and I'll see you soon.